Good morning, Seattle, and welcome to PAX West 2023. We are live from the PAX Arena stage, presented by DoorDash. My name is Tofu Elliott, and I am joined by two of our commentators for today and tomorrow's shenanigans, Rob TV and St. Cola. Guys, how are you doing?
Feeling amazing right now. Of course, Seattle, such a beautiful city, and of course, Street Fighter 6 is absolutely on fire right now. The hottest game in the streets, no pun intended. Everybody needs to be playing right now. Of course, we got the modern controls. We got all kind of players from around the world pulling up, and then right here in the heart of Seattle, we have some phenomenal Street Fighter action.
That's going to be happening today. It's your boy Cinco on the mic, and I'm joined with the homie, with the host, with the most. We're really out here. Elliot, first time. What's really good, what's really popping. But again, what's really popping is the 10K. That is at play. That's on the line, so you better stay fine. You want that lion shirt, you need to get hot on the dot at the top spot. What's going to be happening is seeing a lot of Seattle people coming through, as well as some Vancouverians as well showing up in the bracket.
Some what now?
Some
Vancouverians.
Vancouverians.
Is that the?
That is, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
It's official.
As a Canadian myself, I can definitely vouch for
I can
that.
hear it. I can hear it.
We're going to get all into everything about Street Fighter 6, about Almost Pro, as we start to talk about this on the morning show. But PAX Arena is presented by DoorDash all weekend long. Fuel up and stay in your game. Sign up for Dash Pass and get 50%, up to $15 off your first order using code PAXW23. That's valid from today until the 22nd of September. Guys, before we get into the Street Fighter stuff, have you been to PAX before?
This is actually my first time coming to PAX, man. And I'll tell you what, so far it's super dope. I got in last night. They had Saint here for a couple of days before me, I think. But, I just got in last night. And so far it's dope. Like, the coolest thing I've seen so far, me and Saint, we walking over to the venue today. And there's this dude, he has on a Link outfit, of course, from Zelda. And he's playing the ocarina, bro. He's actually playing the ocarina accurately, right? Remember back on the 64 days, you had to hit the C button over there. Hey. Yeah, exactly. And then I'm like, you know what? My content creator kicked in immediately. And I'm like, you know what? This is a perfect chance to make a potentially viral video.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead. Maybe I could do a rap freestyle with Link and put it on TikTok or something like that. So I asked St. Cola. I start freestyling to it. And St. Cola shuts down my dreams.
No.
And
I
tells
saved
me, you said, you know what, Rob? That sounds good, but I don't think it goes with that beat.
It didn't. It was too soft. It was way too soft.
It was too
pillow
soft for my
bro.
lyrics.
No, it was pillow soft. Your lyrics were good.
Okay.
I was trying to save you from embarrassment.
Oh,
You welcome.
We're
we're
about
gonna
to
have a rock.
we're about to
I'm
see
not
some
gonna
Street
pound
Fighter.
that.
No, come on, I saved you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Before Street Fighter 6 becomes a real-life event here on the caster's desk this morning, let's move away from the freestyle. You guys, have you ever casted Almost Pro before?
I haven't. This is my first time.
That's your first time?
Yeah, but you were here before, right?
Yeah. About 2 years ago, 2021.
How did that one go?
Oh, man, it was fantastic, bro. We were in the crowd for Guilty Gear Strive. And speaking about that Almost Pro, we saw Razzo, get that top spot, maybe not get first place. Or actually, no, never mind. She did get first place. She was first place. My memory fails me. But she rose from that. It felt like that was like the breaking point for her to get into first place in other tournaments, be it top 8 minimum in other tournaments. That was like the moment for her where I felt like she exploded onto the scene. We may be seeing that out here, like a similar thing this year with Street Fighter 6.
This is the dope thing about tournaments like this. Almost Pro, even it says it directly in the name, but this is what the fighting game community is all about.
Yeah.
In the end of the day, anyone can just go ahead, pick up the sticks, enter the tournament. It's open bracket. There is no big barrier to entry. Pull up wherever you from. If you got the skills, then with 10K on the line, you're going to be paying the bills, bro. So this right here, it's a huge opportunity for all of the players here. And of course, Seattle came out in full force, so the talent level is going to be nice.
Yeah, and we actually had Luke Thompson, who is the head of esports for ReedPop and PAX, on the show on Friday, going over a little bit of a history of Almost Pro. And Almost Pro is an event that is created to give players who aren't necessarily on that top level already an opportunity to come out to a LAN to compete against some of the best players in the world, to maybe get up on stage, right? To play in front of this amazing crowd with commentators and an actual cash prize on the line. Like, it is a really, really cool event, and it's just been growing. Like, you said Guilty Gear was smaller back then, right? And it was during the COVID years as well.
It was still packed, too.
Yeah.
The crowd was packed, the player amount was packed. You don't hear, like for Street Fighter 6, 100+ people coming through, bro, signed up. Definitely a wave of players. This is what you want to see, though, when it comes to fighting games, that energy of, like, even though it just dropped, like, people coming through to get that competition, to play, to be out here and not be too afraid to, I might get smoked, I might get cooked,
You know what, Saint? You bring up all of those beautiful things, a whole lot of valor, honor, and all that. But they also come out here to get that bag, Elliot. Okay? I don't know about you, but I can use 10 grand, 10 G's, 10 big ones. And of course, right now with Street Fighter 6, there's a whole lot of chili on the line, man. It just is what it is. Yeah. It's popping. There's a whole lot of investment in it, and it is with good reason, because the game is absolutely ridiculous. And so far, the players and personalities have been delivering. You get up on that big stage, though. I like that you bring that up as far as like the history of Almost Pro, giving people the chance to get up there on that big stage. It's different. It's not the same as being at home in your boxers or you're
chilling out. Exactly.
Or it's a DoorDash,
It's a whole different situation. So it's good to go out there and get that experience. And this is a unique life experience, man. Get some nice professional pictures.
Absolutely,
update your Tinder profile.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Look a little different,
A little something different. Get a professional picture up here at Almost Pro.
Yeah, put that on your Twitter.
Yeah. What did you do at the weekend? I played Street Fighter in front of thousands of people, watching on live.
Watching live and offline,
Oh my word. Look, and this is in the context of, as you mentioned before, right? FGC starting to expand, starting to blow up, right? Because the community's always been there, and it's always been a great community. But like, it just needed that little bit of something. And we're going to talk about controls and stuff in a minute. But so EVO just happened, right? EVO just happened. The Capcom Pro Tour West qualifier just happened. We saw Chris CCH, who is here at this event, come 5th. In that qualifier. There are more and more events, and now we're here in Seattle, and it's like the first time that the whole Pacific Northwest in the FGC community has been able to come together and see really like who from this area is going to dominate, or is it going to be someone that traveled in from far away?
Well, I mean, first, like, you know, since you brought up EVO, got to say that was like, I don't know, a transition point for the fight game community. It's like, okay, wow, we have reached a different level, you know, over like 7,000 people there or something like that, and just, you know, and then of course seeing Angry Bird go ahead and go through and win that tournament.
And that packed arena too as well, stacked up. Speaking
of EVO, and you brought up Chris CCH, who is here in this tournament. Chris CCH, the year before at EVO, got 9th place. Remember, he lost to Just a Kid before making it in the top 8. Mid-best, you know what I'm saying? You got to represent. Not that we're biased or anything like that.
Sorry, Chris.
Imagine. But yeah, man, so Chris CCH, absolutely ridiculous player. Got to be, well, we'll talk about who the favorites are for the tournament later on, but definitely with EVO going on, Street Fighter 6 is in a crazy spot. But in this bracket right here, Chris, who else? We got Bruce here.
Bruce, that's a Vancouver player.
Cero Blast.
Arlieth
is here as well. Yeah, so it's not an easy to call, but I definitely think Chris, I don't know, I'll just put it out there right now. I think Chris CCH is about to walk home with that bread, bro. I got to be honest with you.
It's a big call, Sankola. What do you think?
I'm going to play devil's advocate. I'm going to say Cero won't take it.
Okay.
In the mirror match grand finals, Cero is going to take it. I think I've watched her play recently at the CNE tournament. That's a Canadian tournament.
You about to cap.
How am I about to cap, bro? How about the cap? No, you watch her play. You watch her play today. I guarantee you. In that wild style, this cap, I'll let it stay on because it's beautiful. But it's not cap, though.
It's not cap. Like the train conductor.
Yeah, it does.
I like it.
I think Cero,
you said Cero will win is not cap, though. I'm not saying that's cap. I thought I want to talk about play style.
Okay, play style.
I believe Cero Blast.
She's still wild, which is good.
And I think Cero Blast is the most aggressive player throughout the history of Street Fighter 5, as far as at a high level. That makes it work.
That makes it work.
That's actually pro level. Cero Blast has the most aggressive style of everybody. And then Street Fighter 6 does play into that style.
That's true. More aggressive game. You know,
Kusanagi just won down there in Mexico, just made it in the Capcom Cup.
Talk about EVO, Angry Bird. That's
Angry Bird
top
wins.
3 aggressive players out there too as well.
And a Kim player as well. So it is very possible, but I do think Chris CCH has it, man. I don't know. We might have to bet a little bit of DoorDash on that.
Might have to.
You know
put the
what I'm
code
saying?
on there. Put the 10% code on there.
Put that 10% code on there. Make sure you guys check all that out.
So look, this is the first time that Almost Pro is live on the broadcast this weekend, but we have been playing in the LAN arena since Friday, getting through the bracket, and we're down to our top 48. But if you looked at the bracket earlier, were there any upsets? Were there any matches where you were like, I did not expect to see that?
The one upset I would have to say was Tabachuchi.
Tabachuchi
goes and defeats Arlieth. Arlieth been around since the Third Strike days, cooking up with that Vega and Street Fighter 5 and everything as well. Arlieth is an absolute beast. Yeah, a dinosaur, if you will. And of course, that comes with a whole lot of skill, a whole lot of pedigree. So it's not common in the world of Street Fighter for you to see someone that is a known name lose to. I'm gonna keep it a Saint. I'm not here to lie.
Right,
we are at PAX. That rhyme with facts. That got to count for something. So I'm not here to lie.
Print it off.
I'm not. Listen, I wear this hat, but it's not for the same reason as you. It's because I like DoorDash. It's not because I be capping. You understand? So with that being the case, I gotta say that Arlieth losing to somebody a name that we don't know as much. It's a rare occurrence. So that must mean that Tabachuchi is very nice. I want to see his upcoming matches.
You know, I have to agree with that one, too, as well. In terms of upsets, I didn't really see a lot of names that I've known, but I feel like I'm going to walk away knowing a lot of names. And that's also important about this tournament. A lot of people that I haven't seen before, and I've seen this happen at, other tournaments like TNS and things like that, where you don't see these, names come through until it's, top 8, stuff like that. And you're like, this cat is sick with it. Maybe they've taken a break. Maybe they haven't been playing as much, but they may be making waves out here. This could happen.
And listen, there's literally no better place, no better stage in the world than to make your breakthrough moment up on stage here at Almost Pro. That's the entire point. Look, we have a couple of interviews pre-prepared, and I think we might be seeing someone familiar on that. So let's take a look at those now.
What's going on, everybody? It's Rod inside of PAX Arena, Street Fighter 6, and we're in the thick of things right now.
I'm Silky Links. I hail currently from Eastern Washington, Spokane.
Okay. What brings you here to PAX?
So, I mean, I got invited here because I won bonus round. It was one of the first bigger Street Fighter 6 tournaments here in the B&W. Yeah, I got invited to PAX, and I was like, you know, I've been mad busy. I haven't really been able to play that much in the past couple weeks. But at the same time, you know, I'm just going to go and see how I do.
What's going on, everybody? It's Rod. I am here at the PAX Arena. I'm so excited to be here. Of course, Street Fighter 6 has taken the world by storm, and I want to talk to this player right here and get his thoughts on everything. He just got done playing, and I know he got to be a little exhausted. I got to ask you, Bruce. Why no gamer tag? Why are you rocking with the government name?
I'm just lazy.
Did you come like just to vibe out, then you were like, oh, a Street Fighter tournament, or did Street Fighter bring you here?
I won a monthly last week, and they were giving the top 3 winners got PAX tickets.
What the?
And I was invited here to play.
Whoa! Yeah. Oh my goodness! I'm talking to a future champion right here.
So that right there was Bruce, right? And when I was talking to you guys before this, you guys brought up his name as someone that you quite liked, right?
Oh, yeah. Bruce actually, so of course, recently your boy was a pro player and all that. You know what I'm saying? 2 more horn, qualified and all that.
I guess you did all that.
One of them demand them, if you will. And Bruce is actually someone that I competed with. Remember we had the Red Bull Proving Ground days?
Yeah.
Back in the days, we always would drive to Chicago, or, you know, of course, you live there, of course. But we'd go there every single month. And after we qualified, Bruce was on Team Canada. It was him, Brutus, and Jabril. And Bruce had the ridiculous ball rog back then. So he was ridiculous back in Street Fighter 5. Of course, he's going to bring the same thing right here in Street Fighter 6. I wonder who he's running with in this game, too.
Running Ken. He said that kind of fits him with his style right now. He doesn't have one of the 4 kings to come through, so he's sticking with the Ken Masters. That's a good pick. That's a strong character right there. Really aggressive. Will definitely fit that rushdown style of, you know, rush punches. You replace that with drive rush punches.
And you know, that's a good thing. One of the things people need to be worried about when they're going up against Bruce, too, is when it comes to playing at the highest level, of course, the skill, it goes without saying that's paramount, right? But it's also being able to handle your nerves. When you're playing on a stage this big, when you know that you're playing at PAX, the Almost Pro $10,000 tournament.
That's
the
life
fact
changer right
that
there.
Bruce is playing in an event like this, the fact that Bruce has played in events like Red Bull Proving Grounds and stuff like that in the past means that he is already going to have a different level of nerves of steel. So it's not going to be easy to take him out in this bracket.
Yeah, under the lights, in front of all of the people in this massive crowd, in front of however many thousands of people watching at home. It's a real tough ask for rookies, right, to come and step up and play. But, you know, you were talking about who's he going to play, right? Which character are people going to come up with? Let's maybe get into a bit of an argument here. Or maybe you're going to agree. Let's find out, right? I want each of you, give me a top 3 characters, right? We can't go deeper than that. We'll be here all day. Yeah, like your favorite characters in the game. A little bit of a tier list.
I don't want to, and I don't, the contention point is really going to be spot number 1.
Okay.
So, okay, how about this? I'm going to count to 3, and then or you count to 3, and on 3, we'll say the character. All right, ready?
For first place.
For the first place character.
First place character.
Yeah, let's count it to 3.
All right, all right. 1, 2, 3.
JP.
Okay, good. Okay, because you know some people would say Ken.
Yeah.
And
I don't believe that.
It comes down to Ken or JP, and right now, JP is the best character in the game. I mean, the guy has everything. Are we serious? I mean, the dude, he literally full screen is zoning you out like it's not even a Street Fighter game. Like he playing a different. I ain't gonna say no other IPs, but he's playing like something else.
Different.
He's playing something else. He ain't playing no Street Fighter. And then when he gets close, you'll think, okay, I made it through the maze. Now finally, that means now I'm gonna no. He's amazing at that as well.
OD amnesia.
OD amnesia. He does all the damage in the world. The fact that he converts his level 3 super from full screen. I mean, come on, infinite setups. The character's crazy,
Bro, I didn't think this until this week, and I thought about it. I thought about how he has great options and how he plays with the gameplay system so well. Everything coalesces to him being top 1. Is he, without bad matchups? I don't think that's the case. I think Cammy, I think Kimberly, I think Rashid can go toe-to-toe with him, but I think he went too many matches to not be in the top spot, bro. He just played, even if he has those bad matchups, he can still win. That's, to me, like, I don't feel that with with other characters like Guile, and you fight some of these matchups, it's okay. But with JP, it's like, I always got a chance, bro. You got to worry about my wake up with OD Amnesia. That's actually crazy, even more so.
Bro, it's impossible. We've never seen a wake up reversal like OD Amnesia in Street Fighter history. The fact that it beats throws and grabs, but it's not a DP necessarily, and the damage, the conversion that he gets off of it.
Little balls right after.
Just immediately.
40%?
Boom, boom, and all that
Because
damage.
you guessed wrong on his wake up.
It makes no sense whatsoever. After I had to work so hard to get in. But
Why did I drop this character? I don't understand. Anyway.
Well, you was going to be pretty trash.
guys were
no,
saying,
we'll see about that later.
You were saying there was some chance that someone would say Ken, right? So, like, what do you think? Is that the second spot?
Ken is easily number 2 or number 1, depending on what somebody says. But yeah, for me, Ken is easily number 2. I don't think there's anybody else even. Actually, yeah, do you agree with that there's nobody else even in the conversation? I don't think anyone else is touching Ken.
I think Guile does.
You think he's better than Ken?
I think he's in contention. I don't think he's better than Ken. I think he can be. There's an argument where Guile can be in that top spot above Ken slightly, because I think he wins a few more matchups.
I don't know if production has the capacity for like drug tests.
First of all, listen.
I'm just wondering.
Listen. How am I wrong? Tell me how am I wrong?
Because, bro, Ken is Street Fighter 6 incarnate. He
So is
literally not quite as much. I feel like because it's
much?
more aggressive. I understand where you're coming from though. But the fact that he's so aggressive, I don't know, man. Like
Guys,
Ken perfectly works there.
This is exactly what I wanted, and I shouldn't have started the fight. So let's
Talk about this later.
Let's move on to another very, very divisive topic as well, okay? Modern controls.
Ooh.
All right. Are they cheating? This is something that gets thrown around a lot, right? It's very simplified. It takes away the complexity of various character movements, right? So is it cheating, or is it just boomers being angry at the kids?
I'll let you start this time.
Listen, it's just them yelling at the clouds, bro. I honestly don't think it's cheating. There are things that are bad about modern. You don't have all the controls. You don't have all the normals, which are very imperative for a lot of characters, I feel like. I also feel like the scaling, even though it can be worked around if you do the inputs correctly or whatever, that's still a problem. And also, I feel like at the end of the day, people complain about modern, but they don't have game plans around modern. There are things where I feel like you're like, okay, this character can punish me if they're in classic, but they can't in modern. That people don't do, that I don't see continuously. I've watched a matchup where that happened, and someone went for these moves continuously that were minus, but they weren't punishable by the other person consistently because they didn't have the buttons in modern. So like people aren't thinking about that. Like I feel like not even all the pros right now are thinking about that. Until we reach that point where people are thinking about that and studying, yeah, how can we say that's broken? How can we say that's cheap?
I will say this: modern controls are. Well, I agree with you. It's not cheating whatsoever.
Yeah,
definitely not cheating.
They're good, but
I mean, but it is. It's a huge switch up, and I think that when modern controls were announced, we expected them to not even be tournament viable, not tournament legal, but tournament viable, because it was like, okay, you're gonna lose 20% of your damage on your supers. You're gonna lose access to certain buttons. But it turns out that right now, modern is seeming optimal for some characters. We're just seeing how Tawny make top 8 at EVO with modern controls.
Winner side.
Winner side. Now we're seeing Big Bird, of course, cooking up with modern. We've seen Tokido with the modern Luke and everything like that. So it definitely works out well. But there is a reason why people are a bit apprehensive about it. And it's because, and it's the same reason that I actually like it. But it's basically that when you first get into a Street Fighter, it takes so long to try to build up the muscle memory to learn how to do a fireball correctly.
Oh yeah, when I was a kid, like I did a fireball once by accident button mashing, and I'm just spending the next 10 minutes like, what did I
trying
press?
To see how you even,
like X circle, X. I'm playing on PlayStation, like back in the day, and it's just it was one of the hardest things about it by a wide margin, and it takes away from that aspect of I don't have to make a quarter circle with this thumb anymore, right? I just have to, but.
Yes, and then with it being that fast, that's why some people it ends up being kind of optimal because let's say anti-air DPs, when it comes to somebody trying to jump at you in the footsies game, in a neutral game, one of the hardest things to learn at the highest level of Street Fighter is how to consistently anti-air DP.
Right.
It's not just about the execution, it's the fact that it's called the mental stack. You're thinking about so many different options at one time.
That's true.
So when somebody happens to jump, now even if your eyes react to it, you still have to do forward, down, forward, punch. It's an anti-air. You only have like maybe a little over 30 frames to react to that jump in with that DP. So it takes a lot of frames just to even physically move your fingers in that direction. And so now, if you could just do 4 into punch, it completely cuts down the time and it makes it a bit of a different game. So there's always going to be a debate between, is this okay? Is this like problematic, or is this like not being with the times?
So shout out to CLX for providing the machines that we are going to be playing with today here on Almost Pro. Look, I want to get some final thoughts. I honestly planned so much more, but we're just having such a good conversation. We've got to cut it a little bit short. But look, top 48 becomes top 16 here today. It's going to close out tomorrow, but today, any matches you want to see, who should we have our eyes on?
Any single time that Cero Blast touches a controller, you need to be glued to your television, to your phone, laptop, whatever it may be, because it's going to be absolute fireworks. This is the most aggressive player throughout the history of Street Fighter V, and I think we're going to be seeing the same thing in Street Fighter 6. That style is straight electricity. I want to see any Cero Blast match. I also want to see Tabachuchi, because of the fact that Tabachuchi beat Arliev. That's a very interesting matchup. And then when it comes to Chris CCH, I think if you want to see the game at the highest level, you want to see pro-level Street Fighter, one of the best in the world, whenever you see Chris CCH, that's what you're going to get there.
I want to agree about the Chris CCH thing, especially if he has to fight a JP, which is his most hated enemy. I want to see what happens, like how his eyes get red, how he starts to froth at the mouth when he sees that character. I want to see that happening, and y'all definitely want to check it out too.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure.
You're a real one, Elliot. I rock with you.
DoorDash it. I'm knocking over bottles and everything. And look, who else? DoorDash's Battle of the Brands Season 3 featuring Fortnite is going to be finishing with the grand finale later on this afternoon here on the PAX Arena stage. But right now, we're about to take a quick break. And when we get back, we are going to watch 48 become 16 here at the Almost Pro 10K Open featuring Street Fighter 6. It is going to be an incredible day, and you do not want to miss it.
Get right, son. Maybe this will help with the sting.
Your game's looking a bit sloppy. Here, let me help you clean that up.
Stay in your game with DoorDash.
Welcome, welcome. You guys know what time it is. We are in the PAX Arena, almost pro 10K Open. We got that Street Fighter 6 right here on the stage. We got my main in the back, Marisa. We got my other character in the back, DJ. And we're going to have some great matches here on the stage real soon. So, obviously, we got my favorite two commentators up there. We got my boy St. Cole, got Rob. Go ahead and give it up. Actually, I see there are a couple of people in the crowd. I know we don't have a crazy amount yet, but we could have more. I see y'all over there looking. I know you want to sit down. Everybody wants to sit down over here and hang out. Let me hear a little something from the crowd. I don't see like 3 of y'all in here. Come on, let's make just a slight bit of noise. There we go. I just need a slight bit of noise. That's all I need. You know, just gonna make sure people are alive today. So, all right. As I said, we got some matches coming up real soon. We got Mocha Boy. We got Mattel stepping up onto the stage. But before we get into all that, we got to go ahead and throw it over to our casters so they can go ahead and take us through the action. Rob, Saint, how y'all doing?
I am feeling extremely good right now. Of course, Big Hollywood in the building. My man's St. Cola. Man's like TK. It's still early in the day, and he already getting energy from the crowd. I mean, come on, man. You know, people haven't even all the way got up yet. People still going to be pulling up throughout this entire thing. Almost pro 10 bands on the line, Saint. It's about to be crazy.
It's about to be fire, heat, flames out here as we watch the rise or defeat of all these players.
Yes, sir.
Of course, as we mentioned, we're going to get to that top 16 spot today, and tomorrow we'll close things off. But either way, it's going to be fantastic play, man. Street Fighter 6 has been hot. It's been heat. We've already talked about how the Seattle scene's coming out, Vancouver, and on the stage, I hear there's a Chun-Li player from Las Vegas also rapping too as well. So we are getting more representation from each and every state.
Yo, I'm glad that we actually have events like this where people can, like, you know, it's open bracket, of course. There's always a debate about open bracket versus invitationals. I personally think, of course, we always going to need both of them. But I like the name of this, bruh. The Almost Pro.
Almost.
Anybody can go up there, get on the big stage, the bright lights, have a chance at a good amount of bread. But outside of just the bread, it's about that notoriety. Yeah. It's about making that impact and trying to walk away with that big, shiny trophy. You never know who's watching, bro.
You know what I mean?
And at some point, you got to get your feet wet with this sort of thing. Everybody starts somewhere. As far as this actual tournament, though, let's keep it a buck, Saint.
All right.
We know who the favorites are, do we not?
We do. We know it's Sarah. We know it's Chris. We know that possibly Arlie going to be in that top spot too as well. But we do know that anything can happen in Street Fighter 6. We've seen it time and time again when it comes to tournaments, whether it be TNS, whether it be EVO. It don't matter, bro. You don't know who's going to take it at that top spot. Anything can happen. We could have some hidden killers. In fact, as I said recently, with this Las Vegas cat coming in here, this Chun-Li from his brother, maybe that's not the most reliable narrator right there, but did say this Chun-Li is super sexy. You might be seeing it.
He said he's not biased.
Oh, he might got a little biased.
Yeah.
His brother like, yeah, do this because, you know, if you win, I get some of that money too as well. So I'm sure he's going to be hella biased for his brother.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever, man. You know, and Street Fighter 6 is just in a ridiculous spot right now. Of course, we just seen CPT West. NA West was crazy. Chris T, why didn't you get up and play in a tournament, Chris T? Well, you was up.
He said I gotta get the workout.
He was up. He got the times wrong somehow. It got mixed up and everything. But it ended up being an absolutely ridiculous event. My man Snake Eye sparked a whole new conversation and inspired a new generation of Zangief players.
Disgusting.
That was he had no business,
no right
beating Reynolds JP.
None.
How do you win that matchup? That was bulldogging 101.
Dog walking.
High level. He said that's something. They said that's a dog walking right there. Everything is walking into that corner like that. Absolutely phenomenal play right there. And in Street Fighter 6, man, the talent level is absolutely insane. We don't know who is in South America West. Just this weekend, there's a 13-year-old Ken player.
Oh, Cookie was optimal.
You saw him?
Yeah, man. Yo, how is that dude? He's 13-year-old and he more optimal than people triple his age.
That is ridiculous.
That made me salty.
Yeah.
I was like, I need stuff in my game.
Yeah, you do.
You ain't got no real talk. When did you enter the tournament?
What did you talk? Hold on. Don't disrespect me. I'm a calm. Okay, we get to the match.
This is Street Fighter 6, okay? It's something different. Now let's get lit.
Dang.
Bro, almost, bro. It don't matter, bro. We gonna come out here for that 10K.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Let's get into it. We got some Chun-Li versus Dawson action. We do not see a whole lot of Dawson in Street Fighter 6, and I do not think it's with a good reason, because I think Dawson is actually nice.
Yeah, I think he's a good character, bro. Especially at this level, maybe like where people haven't really sussed out how to deal with Sim. Look at these long limbs. Like, how do you get in? You have to find a way to whip punish. You have to find the right way to approach here. Oh, he gets a throw.
And on the punish counter as well, because it's against that drive parry. So, of course, historically, of course, Chun-Li was one of my main characters back in Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
Dawson was known to be one of Chun-Li's worst matchups, but that was back then. Chun-Li is much better at rushing down now because you have a drive rush, of course, drive impact and everything.
That's true.
I don't think, even though I think Dawson is good in this game, I think that the system mechanics work against him. Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Hold up. Reset perfect parry. Yeah, let me see that back, though. All right, these are definitely some sweats out here. Going for the positional advantage. Very smart, but the limb gets caught with a Zanshu. Follow up. That'll be level 1? Yeah. Actually, level 2.
Mocha Boy in one round just became one of my favorites to watch. Just because when I saw that reset in the corner into the drop impact, the perfect drop impact reset right there, you got to be specifically ready for that. And then the conversion on that Zanshu. Okay, my man's is nice. Punish counter only, that was sick.
Mocha Boy has been making some waves in the bracket. Get back. It's a clap back right here and finds a punish. Level 3 immediately. Gamu Gamu no Sim. It's going to burn all that drive gauge too from Mocha Boy. Very smart play.
Yeah, of course, that's another layer when it comes to Street Fighter 6. That's not a thing when it comes to the older Street Fighter games. is, of course, now supers, they actually take away your drive gauge. So it's not all about how much damage is going to be. In Street Fighter V, a lot of times we try to save our supers until it's going to KO your opponent.
Right,
But now there's another element added.
You kill the drive gauge, you kill the character. Definitely a good way to play. We've seen Angry Bird, and a lot of pro players have likened to that effect of running that game plan. Okay, drive rush, too far for the follow-up after that Serenity stance, and too far for the throw.
Mattel fighting back, though. We are at 1 round apiece. That Dawson wants to set up that zoning game.
Slides in, jump mini kick. This is unfortunate. You call up in the corner, and when Sim gets, that he gets that lead, it's hard to take it away from him no matter what game it is. Burn himself out. Is this a bad idea? Now you put him in the corner. Impact.
Oh, no, he dropped the...
Oh, no jump in.
Yeah, he dropped the jump in, but he still at least got the whole combo. That's going to hit. Oh, no invincibility.
Got his bar back, yeah, because he was in stun, so he's back in business.
It's going to be tough to get in. Sim is running low on drive gauge, though. Oh, no, he's recovered it.
No anti-air. That's that level 1 is the anti-air. When it comes to anti-airs, you use the supers at the bottom to anti-air with Sim. More often than not, the side switch to make him drop the Houdini, you can't even see me. What a turnaround. I thought the Chun-Li player was cooking.
I thought it was over with for Mattel after that first round. I'm like, oh, okay, it's looking a little ugly, but okay, we are seeing that. Yo, this talent pool in Seattle, this is just our first match of top 48, and these guys are cooking. Mocha Boy loves that drive impact. I think that's something that we're going to see as a tendency. I wonder if this is a Dawson-specific thing or if he does it in all matchups.
Maybe. I like the OD Fireball to cut through the drive impact. We've seen that continuously. And now the perfect KO. What a rebuttal from Mocha Boy.
Looking like DNA or Hollow to Dawn with that rebuttal game right there. Love to see it. Dawn, DeMarco. Hold on, can't you see that one?
Drive rush there, Fierce. There's the air there right there. The flip tried to get the plus frame. Will still get the grip though with that throw. And now finds a shimmy against the throw. Mattel now on the back foot.
Oh my goodness, look at that conversion. I love the way Mocha Boy is using those EX fireballs for pressure in the corner. Nope, that is baited.
He's gonna hold that.
He doesn't know how to punish it.
No. Even production was like, he doesn't know. And that does not work out. The fireball interrupting the super. This is one more hit to do it right now. One simple swipe. A slight breeze will kill right now. A gust of the night. Anything.
There's those fireballs. Mattel is not going to be easy for him to get his back. Now, this is the case. Oh, there it is. Great anti. I was going to say Mocha Boy's drive gauge was refilling. Even though he was in burnout, Mattel couldn't really stay far away because he was going to let him recover all of his drive gauge.
That's true. Don't want them to recover that bar so they can have that, way to fight back with drive impacts and things like that. Even at like base level. Speaking of drive impact, Mocha Boy landing another one, not going in for the follow-up. So has him in the corner. Another drive impact for good measure. Forward heavy kick, impact again. You get nasty. Are you good? Everything good at home?
He's setting a world record for these drive impacts. He couldn't wait for Street Fighter 6 to come out.
He said, I'll match that.
He said, drive impact? Are you kidding me? Mocha Boy, okay. He clearly has a read on his opponent. If I am Mattel, that is all I'm thinking about when I'm in the corner.
Just drive impact, bro.
Drive impact.
How do I deal with that? Yeah. Oh, there's the flip side switch, and of course, punish counter to get the follow-up. 10 show kick ender. He did dash and then the drive rush forward heavy kick to save as much bar as possible.
Oh my gosh,
another drive. Bro, impact right back. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he said, I can do that too. I got that button too, my guy.
Oh, that was sick. Goes for the drill, but he thought it was going to land. He specifically spaced it out as like a fake. Gets an easy throw. That was very nice.
Oh, the fake out with the back medium? You are so nasty.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. The way he set that up, you ain't reacting to that.
Yeah, you ain't. No, it's too much. You talked about that mental stack. We see it just like that. Is final game, final round for our first match of the day.
Oh, stop. Big super off of the overhead. Yep, gonna convert. What's the read on the wake up? Missed times the safe jump.
That's not good. Preemptive Hazanshu. Needs to get in against him. Jump Fierce into a bad situation. You're in burnout against him. Bro, this is a burnout Baron right here. He finds the impact, goes for it immediately. Oh, yeah.
Somebody in the crowd is getting, I hear the crowd getting hype right now.
So you're free. You're free. You're not blocking. You're free.
Oh, and the slide. Mattel starting off on the rough side of things. It looked like it might be ugly for him, but he switched it up. He said, call an ambulance, but not for me.
Not for me.
Switched it up on him right there. That was very impressive. My man barely even wanted to take the... Look, he said, okay.
Is there more? No, there's more.
I think it's first
It's
and
over.
two.
It's first and 2. Keep it moving. Keep it pushing.
Is that
Mattel,
right?
you move on. Yes, it's first and 2. Bro, look at the replays right now. We're looking at how Mattel brought it back from the brink. And honestly, it's, as you prefaced before, you got to react to those drive impacts, bro. Like, if you're not reacting to the drive impact, it's over like that.
Look at that. Look, they're showing him hit all those buttons.
He said,
if it was zoomed in so you can't tell, but if that was Mocha Boy stick, leverless, I'm pretty sure all those buttons are mapped to drive impact. I think he has like 4 drop impact buttons on his
just to make sure you're going to hit them. Yeah, yeah.
Just to be safe. But I'll tell you what, that's a match. When it's that close, it could go a different way if they end up running it back later on in the tournament.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
But Mattel showed, he showed a lot. And the fact that he was able to win even after being hit by that many drop impacts does say a whole lot. Now, Mocha Boy did have a very rough situation where he didn't know how to punish Dawson Super, even though he baited it out on Wake Up.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing, man. You got to get the lab for that one.
It's still early in the game. The game hasn't been out for that long yet, but you got to be labbing out for your opponents. The fact that Sim can, of course, sit there and hold it up for that long time, build it up, and then teleport to the other side. So that was a bit rough for him, but very godlike match for us to start out the day. Top 48 started off kind of spicy.
And it's only going to get better and better as we move on the bracket and start sending people down to losers and also sending people home, or I guess in this beautiful PAX arena right here behind us, they can go and vibe and wash out the salt with some drinks and order some DoorDash.
Hey man, you gotta pull up ready, man. You can't be getting turned to a pack at PAX, man. You know what I'm saying?
You're
can't
right.
be packed up at PAX. That's kind of insanity right there. But Mattel he's looking very strong on that winner side. I can see Mocha Boy putting in some work on losers. Our next match that we have coming up, I believe, is going to be actually our guy. Yes, sure enough, as you see, there is a rival. And he is going to be rocking that Luke, and he is going to be going head-to-head with Taba Chuchi, who we brought up earlier as having an upset against Arlieth earlier on in the bracket.
The dinosaur killer, yeah. You know I'm vibing with the Arlieth. I'm not even that far away from your age, so I can say that. But what we can also say is a rival, a.k.a. DJ iPad, coming up on the scene. Saw him doing a lot of work at EVO. In fact, got to commentate his match with that Luke, and I did not expect him to be such a good player. I am not going to lie. No offense to you, bro. I did not expect you to be that fire, that flames on the Luke, but you was putting in work when it came to EVO. Moved through the bracket fairly far, you know considering.
Speaking of Fire Flames and A-Rival.
Yeah.
You don't even know this, but every time me and A-Rival see each other, I just break out into a rap battle.
Oh, for real?
We just actually, literally, like just now, same backstage. And that's what we do.
So if his opponent loses, you got to get up there and say, I'm subbing in. You hit him with the assist me.
Just battle.
Yeah, just battle.
Turn to 8 Mile real quick.
It could be, yeah.
Oh, okay. Would I be Eminem or would I be Papa Dot?
Bro, you know you wouldn't be Eminem.
What?
I mean.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He is closer to Eminem to me.
Yeah. It's the glasses.
It's definitely the glasses. If I had those glasses, I'd be more. Yeah.
Yeah. He knows. All right. Again, we mentioned the Luke, fantastic character, and I see some people with some fantastic cosplay. King DDD.
Oh, and Meta Knight.
Meta Knight. Yeah.
Oh, that's fire.
Y'all are really dripped out. I like that.
And King DDD has the hammer and everything too.
Yeah, that's fire.
That's fire. You remind me of King DDD a little bit.
What's that supposed to mean?
Huh?
There are so many things wrong with that statement.
No, what?
What is that supposed to mean?
He's a classic character. Somebody's cosplaying him.
I remind you of King DDD?
Like, yeah.
He a goofy, he a big dude. Like, what are you trying to say?
No, not that part. Just like he's iconic.
He a loser, bro.
Okay, maybe. Okay, you know.
Oh yeah.
You might have somebody else.
Yeah. You could have said Kirby be better, bro. All right, let's get into the next match. Luke versus Jury.
Taba Chuchi going head-to-head with a rival. You can see A-Rival was excited about that TMNT collab with Street Fighter 6 going on right now. You see the hat he got on.
A Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Oh, no. No block, though, but no finish here from Taba Chuchi on that drive rush front start. You want to have that, right? She has such good drive rush buttons. Stand medium punch. Actually, you can list all of her buttons. All of her buttons are going to be good drive rush.
Both of these characters take advantage of the Street Fighter 6 mechanics extremely well. Like you said, that drive rush. And that's something that we're seeing more ever since the Kakadu match, is using carry against drive impact in the corner.
Yeah.
Because you can just more easily react to more things when you're just relying on carry instead of just DI as well.
Yeah, you don't want to get cooked for that. This is real bad. On both sides in weird ways. A rival has to be careful. But never mind, he is fine. He had no health to play with to get hit, but didn't finish his combo. Tabachuchi's in burnout. Can you make advantage of this? No, you can't. Go for that super level 1. The trade and Tabachuchi will get it done.
Wow, see right there, he dropped his combo. I think that combo would have killed too. He had level 2 super. I think that would have been it for that round, but you know, you got to finish your plate. Maybe he should be on Martin Luke. I see a C up there on the top left. You know what I'm saying?
He said switch it up.
We might need to see an orange M up there. Ain't nothing wrong with it either.
Get dynamic if you got it. Well, he's in this tournament. But still, clip him low though. Tabachuchi has been at burnout more often than not, but will get dropped off that drive impact. Yo, A rival is smashing that button. I like to see it. If you ain't doing nothing about it, I'm going to keep running it.
That side switch right there. And yes, that's one of the things. More inexperienced players don't do that enough, Saint. You're exactly right. They try to switch their strategy up in advance. No, if this guy is not going to be reacting to it, keep doing the same thing.
It's 100%. When you switch up, one more hit will seal it. Look at that. It looked like he tried to go for an instant overhead. I don't even know if Luke has one.
I don't know. That wasn't it, huh?
I don't think so. They choose a different button.
At least not that timing. Maybe if she did wake up throw.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
There's stand meet and pick trade. Okay, look, we start off with 2 very competitive matches up to this point, man. A-Rabo and Tabachuchi definitely looking like they're evenly matched. A-Rabo, of course, a player I've been known about. He's originally from NorCal, but you know, he got married and everything and ended up moving out here to Seattle. Tabachuchi is actually originally from Olympia, but he came out here for college. So, you know, this Street Fighter is his first Street Fighter. He's been in the FGC.
Dang, his first Street Fighter.
This is his first Street Fighter.
I've been hearing that from a lot of people, like this being their first Street Fighter. He's about to be introduced with the power of Luke. And you know where we're going? Right down to Memphis. And down goes that drive gauge. Bam! One more hit to land right there to kill the drive gauge. You almost don't even want to block right now. Active defense is a better option than blocking, as many pro players do not like, but I like though.
Yeah, there's been a lot of debate about that on Twitter recently. I just saw Mr. Crimson tweeting about that actually.
He plays Sims, so it kind of makes sense, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He's on the negative end of the no wake up DP, just.
Thank God. Anyway, I'm a Sim hater. Oh, does not take that throw up in the corner. There's been so much. You're so worried about drive rush throw, drive rush medium. A rival. Those A1 glasses taking the first game.
My man A-Rob has licked his lip like 76 times. That's the mark of a pro player. I mean, he's locked in.
Yeah.
I mean, he's image conscious. He knows he's on camera. You got to make sure he's looking right.
No ashy lips, bro. Not out here. No ashy gameplay either. Instant overhead, but no dive kick right after. I think that's what Tabachuchi wanted. Hit that follow-up, but that's a sharp angle to kind of get even outside that corner position.
Yeah,
bad.
A-Rob was a little bit too close. We're seeing a lot of mileage out of those dash-up throws. You want to see Tabachuchi start reacting to these drive rushes, reacting to these dashes. Of course, easier said than done. And speaking of reacting to drive rushes, A-Rob will immediately show you how it's done.
Again, the instant overhead not working out for Tabachuchi. But I like that. I like people reacting to the drive rush. They said it couldn't be done. They said just react, bro. Sometimes that is the option that you have right now. I don't think Capcom will save you or nerf anything right now, so you just have to hold that. A-Rival. Oh, getting with the ODDP, but you spent all that bar, you put yourself in burnout. Careful with the drive impact. I just said that. I gave you the hit.
It's looking ugly. It's looking ugly. Now everything is going to chip out because he is in burnout. A rival. The lights are not too bright, especially when you have on those dope glasses that my man has on. Cool, calm, and collected. And I tell you what, he is looking legit. The way he's reacting to those drive rushes, his strategy looks strong. I mean, that Luke looked solid overall. Only had that one drop early on, but outside of that, extremely impressive play. Fantastic. Even a parry against the drive impacts in the corner too.
Like that knowledge, you know, that even just like general knowledge will take you far. And going back to the fact that he challenged drive rush with crouching medium punch, a very active button to lead into more in store. That was good stuff from A-Rival. You can tell that he is studied and studious when it comes to this game, and he might also be a pick for top 8. You know, I didn't really think about that. I forgot the fact that he had made waves out of Evo, making waves out here too as well. A-Rival moving on. We'll have to see if he's your rival when it comes to that, you know, rap battle a little bit later on and see if that happens. They let us have that on the if that happened on the stage. They might have to disallow that. But
is he a rival?
Is he a rival?
Is this his a rival? Pulling up with that.
Oh!
say, don't try me, bro. Relax. Calm down.
Yeah. Calm down.
Okay.
Let's get back to the replay here. Once again, we talk about Luke being a strong character, and I feel like he is not discussed often enough. You see that jump in fierce, one of the 4 horsemen of jump in buttons. And I'll tell you, one of the second ones, the jump in heavy kick too as well, but used to full effect the side of a rival.
Yeah, and then you see what I love the fact that they actually have replays where you can just see the players too. That's not something that you see commonly on Productions. I like that. You can see exactly how they're feeling right there in that moment. But so far, the bracket is shaping up the right way. $10,000 on the line right here at the Almost Pro tournament. Street Fighter 6 is just absolutely booming, bro. We are in like the James Chin said it himself, and of course, I got to bring up James because he is, of course, the OG. So he's qualified because he was around.
That's right.
And of course, we've been around for a very long time ourselves now. Not like James, but I mean, we've been around for a long time ourselves. This is the golden era.
Yeah, I think this is.
Fighting games.
100%.
In general,
opportunity when it comes to visibility for these games, when it comes to the amount of games you can play. And if you don't like any of these things or you want to go back to the old days, you can. There's so many ways to play. And there's so many people playing these games right now, too, as well. In fact, when I was over there yesterday, I was watching people in the LAN area study up and how to play Street Fighter. Maybe they weren't entering, or maybe they had entered on a whim because they were just at PAX and were like, let me just come to the tournament. They was playing the tutorial and stuff like that. It's beautiful to see new people, new blood, new competitors come through and maybe make their mark, maybe not today or tomorrow, but in months, years down the line, this could be the starting point.
You know what? And we've seen some players, like, just for any newer players out there, Endon Walker.
Yeah.
I know you guys all know about
gun.
Endon Walker now. He leveled up extremely fast. If you train the right way, it does not have to take that long. And another great thing with Street Fighter 6 is that we're seeing players and talent from other communities also now collaborating with Street Fighter 6 or playing Street Fighter 6. TK BZ, of course, we just seen him. He's hosting here. And his Marissa looking nasty, my man's
rocking actually pretty good
as well. Yeah, man. So, it's definitely a dope thing. I feel like the FGC is entirely united right now.
It feels like the melting pot. And we ain't gonna stop when it comes to action. Chad draws on the stage. We actually saw him at the previous tournament that was Almost Pro in terms of Guilty Gear, and he's out here for that Street Fighter. And let's see what work he puts on. I forgot what character he plays. Let's see what on the screen what you got. I think I see a Ken. That makes sense because he played Kai in Guilty Gear, and so why not go with another blessed blonde character?
Sankola, am I tripping, or is Rome DMV in the house right now? I'm pretty sure Rome DMV didn't pull it up. We got some battle rap royalty in the house right now and everything, man. I tell you what, the esports is kind of going crazy right now.
It's kind of going wild, baby.
It's crazy, man. It is everybody pulling up for these events and everything nowadays. But yeah, him going with the Ken, you can't go wrong there. We brought it up earlier on the pre-show, Saint. We got Ken as number 2 overall. Hold up. Oh yeah, you got Gao number. Okay, guys.
I say contention, but you know what?
Can we ask the chat? Chat, do you have Gao or Ken higher? Like, who's number 2 or number 1 in the game? Who do you have higher, Ken or Gao on the tier list?
They're gonna say Ken because they see more Ken. But we know what the real answer is.
That why?
Go ahead and fight Knuckle Duo and get back to me anyway.
That's Gao is it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, the thing about Ken though, I could definitely see why he isn't top 2 is he's never out of it. He hits those side switches. He has a lot of damage, and damn me, everything leads into Oki. It's difficult to fight this character. Even if you win the matchup, he can put you in a bad situation. And when he puts you in burnout, bro, Jinrai over Jinrai, he lets him fly.
You saying that, but the whole chat saying Ken.
That's because y'all, go play Knuckle Duo and get back to me. Go play Knuckle Duo and get back to me. All right, chat. That's okay.
Now, speaking of tier list, man, Blanca, this is a character that we did not expect to be as strong as he is. He was not that, we didn't know he was going to be so popular in the meta. Mina RD, of course, made Blanca become popular. I remember when he won CEO with Blanca, we thought, okay, people don't know the matchup yet.
Yeah, this is going to learn it.
Surprise pick.
Yeah.
We found out since then, no, Blanca is actually dead nice. But Chad draws is showing that he is even nicer, at least in that first round, taking it over Clem. We're seeing the parries on the Blanca balls as well. Love to see those reactions.
And the drive rush crouching with a Kickstarter, of course. Clem trying to get that knockdown. No anti-air with the same heavy kick. Some of those anti-airs are a little choosy, so I definitely get it, but I call for the corner. Oh, what does an anti-air mean if I could just jump back? ODTK Blanca ball. One of the strong things about him is that ODDP here from Chad.
He can do the minus into the EXDP. He's a wild one.
Kentings.
Okay, no check on the drive rush. There's so much other stuff to think about right there. He's probably thinking to parry Blanca ball at that range, and then Blanca just does drive rush instead. Of course, Blanca's going to go for those slides sometimes. Not safe unless it's like really perfectly spaced out, but you got to go for it.
Takes back the turn to the toe tab. I like that Chad is making sure that he is like never in the same place at the same time. Of course, we talked about this. Dragon Lash, side switch, and now we see the immediate level 3. Give me my bar back and let me take some of yours. But careful now on the side of Clem. He's got a lot of bar to utilize too as well. He's in CA, that means extra damage if he's able to land that level 3. Pumped out.
Right there in the corner, you saw immediately Clem went for that drive impact as soon as Chad got into the corner. Chad knew in advance, immediately went for that neutral jump. It's an interesting mind game to be had when it comes to that, when it comes to drive impact in the corner. Oh, right there, he goes for the stand light kick. Oh, okay, that's a new change, of course. Fairly recent change in Street Fighter 6. He goes for the stand light kick, drive rush. It whiffed, but of course nowadays the drive rush still comes out, and he was able to go ahead and still get in free with that drive rush.
You don't have to do a lot of things, like, people think like you have to be complex in this game. You can do like a lot of simple stuff. I just watched Tokido not do a lot of like, you know, ridiculous combos like Angry Bird did, but he does enough to get the job done. Things like drive rush, light punch, you stop yourself a little bit, you break, just to make them have to think twice about what's coming next. Very important.
I mean, in the end of the day, in the world of Street Fighter, combos is never going to be what makes you great. It's going to be that nooch or these setups like this, or I jinxed him, commentator's curse, because he immediately dropped that setup. Of course, you want to electrify that Blanca-Chan down there and get the mix-ups going.
He did stand fierce against the Odie. Let me write that. Chad, write that down. Stand fierce, deletes, wake up, ODTK Blanca ball. I didn't know that. Write that down. Write that down, Chad. Write that down.
Nasty.
Yeah. Give me that. Because that's a really good wake-up option we see from a lot of Blanca players. I mean, it was meaty, so it makes sense, but still.
I don't know if we have any Ken players in the chat, but right there we saw Ken. He actually did the perfect parry against the Blanca ball, but then he didn't do any punish after it. I wonder if there's anything he could have done to chase that down.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay, big level 3.
See that continuously from a lot of players, right? Hit that level 3, get that lead, put him in the corner. Let's go to town. Impact.
Drive rush into drive impact.
This is reckless driving though. No, goes for the empty low.
I love that. That was a Street Fighter 6 exclusive too, because back in previous Street Fighter, that would have jumped you into the corner. But since it's Street Fighter 6, you can go for that jump. It's ambiguous, goes to the other side, and then goes immediately for the empty jump low. Nice reaction to drop impact. When somebody reacts to drop impact just in neutral, it's always pretty impressive to me. Just because that's not where you're really looking for it.
Right, right. It's a hard thing to look for in general. All right. So put Chad in burnout at level 3. Actually, it won't. Only a hit away. Chad has to get aggressive to not get hit with the impact. He actually doesn't. Runs his own Dragon Lash side switch. This is still in his hands. He actually goes to level 2. Doesn't wait to spend any bar. I guess he wants to get his bar back, because that bar does get juiced up as you run your levels.
All right, catching him low again. Maybe caught him backdashing.
Again!
All of these empty lows. Wow, it's not even a safe jump. He was just doing it. Okay. Wow.
Oh, yeah. The slide applied. Amazon, River Run to get it done.
Has everything gone down to last game so far?
I feel like it has so far. All the games that we have watched, at least. Oh, wait, no, maybe not.
Maybe not A Rival.
Yeah, not A Rival. Yeah, yeah. But this one, final game between the two. Let's see what's final round.
I would like to see some of these Blanca-Chan setups from Clem.
I guess it's hard. You're looking for like a knockdown, and that's not really been happening. Because if that doesn't happen, Chad just drive rush Stampiers, drive rush medium kick, whatever.
They got to be off of, it's mainly when you drive impact someone in the corner, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah, it's a hard knockdown, yeah. The hardest of knockdowns. No soft stuff. Oh, the weighted bait, yeah.
Yeah, he has time to recover. Yep, big DP. And just like that, Chad Draws is on match point, trying to send Clem over to that loser's bracket. The lights are bright. There's a lot on the line. Can Clem step up to the plate?
We'll see. That's a hell of a lot of Oki. Tex. Very brave tech right there. Tries to go for the drive impact. And again, Chad looking out for that, which doesn't really happen too often. Drive impacting in the middle of the screen, as he pointed out. Not a common option, but Chad's ready. Oh, now he's steady with these combos.
Listen, Clem, that's a name that comes with a whole lot of pressure, because you're representing for people like Clementine.
Clementine.
You know what I'm saying? The Walking Dead Telltale series.
Clint.
Us real, you know what I mean? Us gamers out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. You got to make sure you're representing right for Clem. Big anti-air into the EX Blanca ball. Stop it.
That's what we wanted to see previously, right? Them anti-airs off that stand heavy kick. They're a little choosy, but look at how much damage you get off. Tries to call it the throw, tries to go for it again. Wake up, super. Oh, we just won to level 1. How do you get in? We drive rush, that's how we get in. All right.
If Chad does not win this round, he's going to be going into the last round without any super meter ready. Oh, and see, that's where meter management comes in. Now Clem does have the advantage on paper because he is very close to a level 3 super, as you see on the bottom left on the screen, whereas Chad doesn't even have his level 1 yet.
That could be huge. So Clem could run that level 3 to get a big lead or to seal the deal. Let's see if that even happens, though. Chad, switching up what he does after these knockdown situations. You see run, drive rush, making it a little bit more ambiguous.
Chad is spinning a whole lot of drive gauge early, but it's working out.
Yeah,
and just like that, he burned himself out. So this is interesting meter-wise. We see that Chad has a big advantage, but at the same time, he has he has level 2 super, but he is in burnout, the worst place you want to be in Street Fighter. Big anti-air, oh my God, the damage.
Okay, the OD, just slide, he goes to level 3.
Yep.
Oh, that's massive. Yo, you're gonna get your bar back. They're still in burnout, and you are gonna have the cop in the corner. Might be time to call corner, I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta be worried about the drop impact. He's gonna neutral jump, but
he wants it so bad.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's out.
That was a bad jump. Right there, when you know your opponent is looking for drop impact, you could have. And the EX Gen Rod to close it out in an absolute nail biter of a match. Now, see that mind game right there. If your opponent is in burnout and you have them cornered, you know they're worried about drop impact.
Right.
Depending on their resources, the only thing that they can do if they have no resources is like pretty much neutral jump. Unless they try to be a god and go for a back throw. But
Foolish,
now that means that you can sit there and instead of drop impact where you think you're going to, you can just wait. And all you're waiting for is that neutral jump or that jump out of the corner. Instead, right there, we saw Clem go for the jump in, ends up getting hit in the air, and then it turns to a scramble. EX Gen Rod, extremely clutch performance by Chad Draws. Your boy, you hyped him up with good reasons, I see.
I talked about him, man. Been running a lot for the Seattle scene. He a TO. He putting on for his scene continuously. But he also sits down on the sticks, and you can see it right here with these switch-ups with the drive rush. I like that. Simple things will take you far. Drive rush, light kick, break, drive rush, light punch, and then we see the stand fierce as a meaty situation. I did not know that was gonna be an interaction. I'm gonna say, hey, either he knew or didn't know, but I like him going for that meaty stand fierce either way. He knows his character, he knows what to do, and we know he's moving on to winners. And again, those clutch situations, figuring out what to do, maybe running the super to cut through when he needs to. Smart stuff. And going for that OD Jinrai overhead hadn't been contested yet. Hadn't seen it at all. He was on the bracket, bro.
Against Jinrai kick, of course, generally speaking, against Jinrai kick, you want to try to go for your EX reversal. Unless he goes for the heavy one, which is minus right there. But of course, the EX version is even better. And you know what, man? As much as one thing I will say when we talk about like tiers and all that type of stuff,
right?
I feel like pretty much every character of Street Fighter 6 is exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Like we see a lot of Ken, but he's one of the most exciting characters to watch.
Oh, he's fun. He's fun. All of the characters are fun to play, but what's also fun to watch is this interview coming up. Hit it. Who you play?
My tag is Mike C, and I play Ken.
So you made it out of your pool.
Yeah.
You're going to be playing tomorrow.
Yep.
How do you feel about moving on in this tournament?
I mean, it would mean a lot if I could get to like top 12 or top 8. Like, I'm trying to get in the money and make a name for myself. So yeah, I'm working hard.
Seems like you are to be able to get this far. Give me a hot take about Street Fighter 6, positive or negative.
Yeah, JP
why do you
is
think
definitely the best character in the game.
You think JP is the best? Undisputed.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah, and I don't think the matchup between Ken is in Ken's favor either. I think, yeah, that might be hot. We'll go with that.
Starting to swell a little bit. Get him out of here. I don't agree with this.
What matchup did he just say is not in Ken's favor?
JP. You know what? I started to rethink it myself. He said that, and I went back to my hotel. 3 hours, just sit at the wall, being like, maybe.
But so far,
maybe
we've seen it. We've seen it go back and forth. Kusanagi just, for one, shout out to Grant Todaka from Panama.
Yeah.
Of course, Grant Todaka has been cooking up with his JP down there, but Kusanagi absolutely obliterated him in that South America West. So that was extremely rough right there.
So we're going to be seeing Mike, up here. He is on the stage right now, the same person we interview. But we also see, I do believe that is Chris CCH, is it not? Is this going to be a Ken Mirror? We're going to have a Ken Mirror?
Oh, we got Chris versus Mike? Okay.
Who's Ken enough?
All right, so.
Who's Ken enough?
Oh, Chris is looking serious. Oh, look, he locked in. You see his face?
Yeah. He said, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
I know. I'm not going to lie to you. It's scary for his opponents right now because we know Chris, bro. That face right there, that's when he's in that mode.
Yeah, he's
in that zone.
He's in the killer mode.
He's in that
killer. Yeah.
Do not let his young charm fool you. In the end of the day, when it's time to throw down,
he locks in.
Yeah, he's not taking it light.
Bro, Chris, he like, all right, you know, I'm sorry. Let me switch up because his voice like, all right, I'm Chris CCH and
Man, get the deepest voice.
the deepest voice since he's been like 17, bro. It don't make no sense.
Him and Chris T. Something about the Chris's, bro.
I don't know.
Okay. So now Mike is really going to get to test his king going up against someone of this caliber. I'm glad that we actually got that interview with Mike as well. My man's St. Cola conducting a good one, the big man ting in it.
You know what to do.
Okay, big goes for that throw in the corner. Last place you want to be. When it comes to Street Fighter in general, when it comes to the neutral game, if you see someone in the corner, generally speaking, if their back is to the corner, that usually means that they lost the neutral game.
Yeah.
You never want to be there.
You definitely do not want to be there, especially against Ken. You have the Dragon Lash to get out if you're Ken yourself, but it's hard to fight back. Enhanced Tatsu, maximum amount of Oki, back rise still, pressuring. Chris slips in a crouching immediate kick. Didn't get the Jin right follow-up. Finds the overhead. One more hit and he's dead, but Chris is in burnout.
Yep, nice low forwards. And this is the thing. This is something that is extremely high-level concept when it comes to fighting games. And people don't bring it up. Timing.
Yes.
Like right there what we just saw from Chris, that was a whiff punish, and that was ridiculous. The low forward, whiff punish over the low forward and goes straight into the drive rush, of course, but also timing. He goes for the crouching medium kick, but he knows exactly when his opponent is going to press him.
Yeah.
It's rhythm.
Yes, exactly. I feel like you can look out for whiff punishes, but you have to have that rhythm. And the only rhythm right now is coming through from Chris is he's got those beats right now, bro. He is running his game. And it's wild because Mike, I feel like I've watched him play a lot of the Ken mirrors up in the brackets or over there in the land, but Chris is a different beast, bro. Look at that, ODDP, he don't care. He don't pay taxes, he's young. He don't worry about nothing.
Yeah, Chris is probably even paid bills yet in his life, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's still young. He's going to take this 10K, put it straight in the bank.
Right, exactly.
He might buy some Robux. Big anti-air. Oh my goodness.
What? Shibi, the crouch fears? No ODDP to finish it. Chris, don't play with your food.
And he has no intention to do that. Right now, this is looking like an absolute steamroll. It's not easy going up against a player of this caliber. We see that Chris so far has gone for shimmies on each of his times his opponents wake up in the corner. And so far, Mike has not been willing to just sit there and block it out. There's so much to think about over there. Another whiff punish with the low forward. This is straight footsie, straight newts. And then after these rounds, even though he's dominating, Chris is like breathing hard.
He's like,
oh my God. What a sweat.
Absolute sweat.
With a good reason. I'd be sweating too.
I know, trying to get this money. No funny, you know what I'm talking about. Look at that back though, not going to happen. Chris, I'm sure he understands as much of, not because he plays his character, but because he plays Chris T, and now we're about to see level 3. Brother, this
he's going to survive, right?
Yeah, he's not going to die just yet. We're so close. I get it, production. I thought almost 2, but held back the will it kill. Yo, I like these drive reversals, man. Like, not trying to get caught in no strike, don't mix up that +1. All right, gets it done with the low. Crouching immediate kick. Chris says, I'm king up, and moves on in the bracket.
Chris CCH, the most decorated player in this tournament, of course. And when it comes to that noosh, man, look, as long as he is not going up against a JP, I don't know if, and even then, of course, I would favor him. But as long as he's not going up against the JP, I don't know, bro. I don't think that there's going to be really anybody that can stop Chris CCH.
Kind of hot right now.
Actually, I don't know. It could be Bruce.
It could be Bruce.
It could be Sarah Blast.
It could be a random JP player that just, gets into his head.
Yes.
Listen, if y'all want to beat Chris CCH, play JP. I'm giving y'all the hints right now.
Hey, look, you really going to put out his weaknesses like that?
Yeah, I will.
Oh, what is this? Do we have an interview on stage? We actually have an interview on stage with the man himself, TK Beezy, and Chris CCH.
Welcome, we are back, and we got our winner here, Chris CCH. Now, I mean, they've been talking real highly about you. They said, they got you favored to win the tournament. Are you favoring yourself to win this tournament right now? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, definitely.
1,000%. Nobody's stopping you.
I mean, there are definitely some strong players here, but I think I definitely have the advantage over all of them. It's a scary game. It's very new. Anything can happen, but like going into the tournament, I definitely think I'm the best player here.
I feel that. How long you been fighting in these streets? How long you been playing?
I started really competing when Street Fighter 5 came out, so I guess like 7.5 years ago, just about. It's actually kind of a funny story, though. The first tournament I ever entered was random tournament at PAX 2015. That's the first fighting game tournament I ever entered. I played in Street Fighter 4. So it's kind of poetic being back here like 8 years later.
I was actually about to ask you, have you been to a PAX before? But you answered that. So, I mean, have you been enjoying this PAX, though, outside of, playing some Street Fighter? Have you been able to check anything else out?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I didn't check out too much yesterday. I didn't come Friday, but I guess I'm done for the day now, so maybe I'll go and check out stuff because I got quite a bit of time before I play again, I suppose.
That's right. You hear it from here, my man here first, man. Chris CCH. He says he's taking the tournament. Do you think he's going to take this tournament? Well, y'all can go ahead and ponder that over the break as PAX Arena will be right back.
Get wrecked, son. Maybe this will help with the sting.
Your game's looking a bit sloppy. Here, let me help you clean that up.
Stay in your game with DoorDash.
Welcome back to PAX Arena, Almost Pro 10K Open, presented by DoorDash. Also, big shouts to DoorDash, obviously. And if you haven't already, fuel up and stay in your game. Sign up for the Dash Pass and get 50% off of your first order with the code PAXWest23. That's PAXW23. Valid until September 22nd. Also, if you didn't know, there's a booth downstairs. You can get yourself some nice custom shirts and whatnot if you are a Dash Pass member. So definitely go check them out as well. But as you said, we here, Almost Pro 10K Open. We got some SF6 for you. So we're about to dash back into these matches, and I'm going to pass it over to the commentators. Let's go ahead and get it started.
My man's TK Breezy showing love. Always an amazing thing to see my man's on camera cooking up there, hosting and all that, doing the interviews with Chris CCH and everything. But I tell you what, bruh. Look at us with these DoorDash sponsorships and everything. Big FGT team. You see us growing.
I know.
We're expanding out here in these streets, ain't?
Exactly.
I think it has something to do with you. I think it's because of your fro.
Yeah, you expand the fro, you expand the opportunities, you know what I'm saying?
Marketability.
Marketability, yo. DoorDash, you trying to come through and support your boy. You can, as they've been supporting the scene continuously. Once again, it's good to see a lot of these sponsorships come through for the FGC and give them love. I mean, this is a thing that anybody in the FGC can use. Get hungry, order some DoorDash, especially after having that salty defeat, which is people are interacting with right now. We're going to be seeing who else is going to be losing as we move through these brackets. Remember, we're going to be hitting that top 16 spot tomorrow.
You are toxic.
Knocking people out. How am I toxic, bro?
You said we're going to see who else is going to be losing. I love that.
Bro, it's fighting games. There's only going to be one winner. And listen, before we get to any of this action, though, we got to talk to the man himself, that is Jeff Bailey. In this interview, roll it. I'm here with Jeff Bailey. We're hanging out at the Almost Pro 10K Street Fighter 6 tournament. I want to know how you feel about this game.
I love it, man. It's the most fun I've had. I go through dips of fighting games or single-player games in my free time, and all I've been playing Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter's back. It's my favorite game at the competitive level, and I'm just happy as an organizer, as a fan, as a player. They're killing it, because then every other game's going to come around, come with the tide as it rises up and make everything better.
Give me your Street Fighter 6 hot take right now.
I don't have a hot take, man. I love the game. Everyone's going to complain. There's only 18 characters to start, so, everyone's the top tiers. I think Ken is overpowered. It's whatever. But we'll see who wins that $1 million, man. That's what it's going to come down to at the end of the year. I like what they're doing here, right? The almost 10K. I don't know, man. I'm just excited to see Street Fighter 6. We're in a good spot with fighting games.
That is the loosest shirt I ever seen Bailey wear, and it's still tight as hell. So that's how you know things are a bit different in PAX and in Street Fighter 6. You know what I'm saying? You never know what you're going to see. It's like seeing Tokido switch to becoming a Dawson player or something like that. Bailey going from a small to a medium. Love to see it right there. But in all seriousness, Bailey, one of the most important people that we have in the scene. One of the pillars that we have, of course, CEO, and all the amazing things that he puts on for the community. So much love to him. And he recently had a money match that was exciting to watch, too.
Yeah. He got bodied. Anyway.
He started up.
He started good. But
he was up like 8-4, bro.
It was 8-4.
I was commentating that with Logan Sama.
Yeah, but Vicious, he lived up to his name.
Came back and got
nasty.
It got a little spooky. Okay, it looks like we have our next match ready. We are about to see some jury versus jury action. A strong foothold you will have if you win this match right here. A strong foothold in this you picking up what I'm putting down?
Unfortunately, yes. Let's see who's going to be the leader of the Foot Clan between these two. Jury versus jury. Let's get it. Tabachuchi on the sticks here. This is loser side. We saw them previously, and we'll see if they can survive.
Y'all know what the loser side means. That means if you lose, go home. Or you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the H out of here. Or at least don't get back up on the stage.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. Not playing Street Fighter on this stage is one of them, so they'll be definitely fighting to stay in the game much as possible. Perfect space for that anti in this place, and now has some comp in the corner. That's a gap. Oh, never mind the fireball. I lied to you.
Okay, the invincibility is not there like we were thinking there. Okay, that's very hard to space out that stand heavy punch. Look at the drop impact. Stop it. Hold this damage. Time to guess on wake up. Great defense right there from the Q.
We saw previously actually at the last 10K tournament when it came to Guilty Gear doing work that I believe was Potemkin at the time. Now running jury. Now trying to get the anti-air, not happening.
Very different styles of characters from what I understand. Too.
Yeah.
Potemkin looks like there's the low tier, like
grappler,
big body character, right?
Yeah. They're kind of going with something a little bit higher tier, but still kind of a grappler for the drive rush strike throw.
You might as well call it.
It might as well be a grappler. Ooh, whip punish, yeah.
Look at this jury trying to step in the name of love.
Step in the name of love. All right, see, DMC, I'm
Come
sorry.
on. Yeah, they can't tell the
Move in
difference
the name of love. Y'all like that? I like that.
Look at the reactions.
Woo! And we talked about that. Either you go for parry or you go for super. But Tamachutsi, go for that super because they did not have any drive gauge. Very smart stuff.
And that means that Tamachutsi was sitting there and actually just buffering that the whole time, waiting for it.
Deliberate.
It looked like a modern control reaction that was so fast. Big anti-air. Stop it. You should know better, Q.
Cut that out.
You should know better. Cut it. Cut it.
Yo, that was tight, though. Continuous amount of anti-airs right there. It makes you antsy. Like, the fireball makes you antsy, so you want to jump. You gets in, finds a shimmy.
Look at that. Stop. Don't touch that dial. You reach out, teach.
Right into 1-800 damage off this level 2. Let me get that corner carry, too, as well. Get, like, safe jump setups. Yo, try to get that jump heavy, but was too far out because of the back rise.
See, that Feng Shui engine. One of the best Super 2s in the game.
100%.
Oh my goodness.
You see the neutral jump? Level 3. Oh, what's in level 3?
Big anti-air.
I ordered a level 3. Where is it? If this was DoorDash, it would have been here immediately.
Good point. You ain't lying. Parry. Could have parried that for some drive gauge, but not necessary. Okay, bam. Look at the drop. Maybe miscalculated the distance from the corner. And the reaction. That is all she wrote. Stop it. Just like that, Q takes game number 1. That was tight.
That was at the limit. There was a point where Q, I believe, had at least 3 bars to run it out for the super. You can't have, you may have won that match, but you have to look back and be like, I gotta be more optimal, seal the deal quicker, because Tamachutsi does not want to go home.
Look at that big drive rush. You see the wake up EXDPs. You gotta make him respect it sometimes. Gotta let him know it's in the chamber, even if the person did block it. But in that case, it works out for Q. Full damage. Both of these players are close to being in burnout, the place where, generally speaking, you don't want to be. Big whip punish with no follow-up. Saint, what's going on?
Not sure, but I do see a level 1 coming through in that corner carry. This is bad. Up in the corner in burnout. Yeah, you got to get aggressive, and they had to, but here's the problem now. Q does have that drive impact that could come through. That's punishable, and that it's not enough. I guess they didn't have the OD bar for the DP follow-up. 1 hit, that'll be it. Tamachutsi.
That low 4 has some range on it, my boy.
It's a little different.
My goodness.
Lengthy.
Throwing out that Ali jab. Pop. Big counter hit. The overhead, but goes for the parry. We ready for that, but it was not perfect parry. At least got to be, it's only a 2-frame window for you to get a perfect parry, but at least you didn't get hit with the overhead. There's the sweep.
Raw stuff right there, uncooked, but works out. That sweep tartar. Impact lands. We're going to be seeing no levels necessary. That's a perfect KO. And now they're on set point, and now they got level 3. Oh yeah, I see that little slight smile on your face, Q. I see that smile. You know what I'm about to do. You hit that level 3 and make them eat a maximum amount of damage. Or even level 2. We see the setups with that too. Feng Shui engine all bugged up.
Tamachutsi. It's time for you to show me something, man. Your back's against the wall.
Ooh.
You're like Craig and Friday going up against Debo. Pick up the brick.
Pick up the brick. Oh, wait. That doesn't work out. We saw that already. 600 drive impact. Oh, man. Yeah. He's going to 140 to get that bar up.
That was very smart. Okay. He's living up to the hype.
Tamachutsi back. Run those mediums over and over again. The ashy elbows. Tamachutsi evening things out. Game to game right now. This is why I want tight games, bro. No blowouts.
Saying he's ready, bro. He is stepping up to the plate. Look at that big bait on that DP. Sometimes if you and then he intentionally does the American reset. Drops his combo and goes for the drive impact. And it worked out. His opponent was not looking for it. And if you're sitting there in a combo, they don't think that you're going to drive impact.
That medium punch, harassing up in the corner continuously. Very good option, very plus. Q left the corner, but at what cost? They've lost so much health in the follow-up again. The medium punch starter, and there's the finish. Tamachutsi on set point.
Just like that, Tamachutsi is trying to stay in this tournament after being on tournament elimination point. Now his opponent's in the same situation. There is that drive reversal, and of course it is -8 on block. Didn't get the full punish though like they could have.
All right, Q puts himself in burnout, runs that level 1. Will definitely help out, but what you do now, you cannot see. Don't let them get that momentum back in their hands. They've got the ability to hit that drive impact. as this set goes on. Especially when you're burned out, you can't do anything about it.
I was just gonna say, I hope Tabachuchi does not go for a drive rush, and he did, burning himself out. Now he's not in a good spot. Yup, gotta eat that.
Yeah, he ain't in a good way right now.
He should have put himself burn. But that's what meter management is extremely important when it comes to Street Fighter 6. One of the biggest differentiators is skill.
That's true.
Easier said than done, though.
It is. Like in the heat of the moment, you want to spin that bar, but you, as automatic would say, cannot be a reckless driver, and Q drives on in with that medium. Final game, final round.
All right, this is it. This is where the big boys come out. This is where we separate the almost pros from the, you know what I'm saying, Saint?
The Yaminers.
From the Yamins. Look at the big low forward, but no conversion. Didn't go for the drive rush.
Hey, yo, the whip punish, though, against, I think that was a sweep. Now we definitely see a level 2. We see a safe jump set up. Yes, sir. The instant overhead. Are you kidding me? The jump medium. A little bit off the top.
Big anti-air DP. If Tabachuchi didn't go for DP, went for a regular anti-air, that dive kick would have beat it. So huge DP to cover both options.
Oh no, the impact right back. And this should be right, if they don't drop it, Tabachuchi moving on in the bracket.
That was absolutely phenomenal. Way to fight back. And you see that smile on Tabachuchi's face. Very well deserved. I love the reaction for that drive impact. And a lot of times you are going to see rounds in like that, man.
Yeah.
We've seen that a couple times now where somebody's reacting to drive impact. Because in that same spot, that means that, you know, my back is to the wall. There's a high chance that my opponent wants to just drop impact, get this over with, don't want to think about it too much.
Right.
But that's why you want to take advantage. That aerial shot is crazy, by the way.
That is sick.
That Razor Panthera.
Active on the sticks.
That's nasty. But yeah, in that spot, I would like to see more players take advantage of the fact that your opponent is likely looking for drive impact. That means you can get a free jump in, a free drive rush in, a free dash.
Play around that idea. You don't always have to go to that well continuously. I want to point out something for both players. Congratulations to both on how they dealt with things in the corner. We saw wake-up level 1s. Maybe they didn't always work out, but I like their ideas. It wasn't always, hey, I'm in burnout, I'm holding all this pressure. I might wake up level 1. I might run this, maybe jump out or whatever. I like the ideation of, like, let me leave that corner in any situation. Whatever I can do to get out, that's what happened. Tabachuchi better off in defense and especially offense. That jump medium punch, instant overhead, OD dive kick follow-up, we didn't see that previously. They dropped that, but not in losers. So they're moving on the bracket. Q is unfortunately out of here, but to make it the top 48, nothing to sniff at.
Definitely impressive. I mean, I actually want to make sure I address something real quick, man, okay? I'm sorry that I said you remind me of King DDD.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I need a written apology right now, my guy.
Because you know
Hit
what?
that twit longer right now.
You know what it was? It's because you disrespected my Street Fighter skills.
I didn't disrespect
you. You said I ain't playing no Street Fighter 6 tournament. I don't need to.
I didn't say. That didn't mean it wasn't nice.
If I do,
you haven't played.
If I do
in a tournament, doesn't mean that you're not nice.
You wild, Saint. You better ask Vicious.
You played in a tournament?
No, in the tournament.
I know that you know. I didn't say you was
me
nice.
and Vicious money match.
Oh yeah,
Bison, a couple Bison bucks on it.
Oh yeah.
He said who won? Oh, let's keep on going with PAX Arena. You know what I'm saying? Keep on going with this 10K almost pro tournament. Whole lot of ducats on the line right now, Saint. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe the significance of the play that we're seeing up to this point. Seattle is showing up and showing out. Chrissy CH, his mentality right now, he is looking like the absolute Terminator, I would say so far. And now he is going to be going head-to-head with a rival. You see that beautiful trophy right there, just glistening. So many players started, but only one player is going to walk away with it. And they got the medals, too. This is beautiful.
Dang. But you definitely want that trophy, dog.
You want that trophy.
Ooh-wee. Order some DoorDash for some delicious, maybe a milkshake or something like that. Maybe don't do that. But still, I'll drink out of that. If I had one of them trophies, I'd drink out of that every day. That'd be the goblet, bro. Put a goblet.
Put a milkshake in a trophy is crazy.
I'm just hungry for it.
You gonna put a
Yo, what's up, crowd?
You gonna put a milkshake in the Stanley Cup.
Yo, what's really good, y'all? Thank y'all for coming out and enjoying the Street Fighter 6 action. Can I get some noise from y'all?
These are the early.
Yeah.
And they turned it up for you, Sam.
Of course they gonna turn up. They're gonna turn up for us. They gonna turn up for some Street Fighter 6. They get lit.
And they are the early risers too. You know, these are the legitimate Street Fighter fans. I love seeing when you see like the dad and son or daughter combos, like
the family,
the families at
the
these
family
events,
units.
That's always the most beautiful thing in the world, man. So definitely dope to see the little kids out here. Like I said, we just saw literally a 13-year-old making. I want to say he made top 8.
Oh,
even I think he did. He was at least close to making top 8 with that Ken down there in South America West. So the competition is very different now with Street Fighter, man.
It's true.
We're seeing
it's good though.
All ages. It's starting to make me feel a little old, man. I'm young. You know what I'm saying?
You?
I am. Am I young? Saint.
Bro, aren't you like 31 to 30?
Did you just call me 31?
Oh, wait, you 29. You 29, right?
I'm 30.
You're 30?
I turned 30 this year. You just gonna put out my business? Like that, Saint?
I'll put out my business. I'm 35. Damn! What are you saying? Why was there an inflection with that?
Huh?
You said, damn!
Oh, I was talking about this matchup that we have right here.
Yeah. Of course.
Luke versus Blanca? Yeah, I was like, wow.
Wow.
What a matchup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll forgive that for now.
Luke versus Blanca. We are about to see who is going to be able to come out on top. This is a matchup that we see a decent amount. These are, of course, both Minna RD are 2-time Capcom Cup champion.
Yeah.
Both of his characters. So you know there's going to be this is Clem going back up there on stage too.
Yeah. Clem back up on the sticks. Lacking his wolf right there. That's like the classic. You do the Blanca ball empty, get the throw. He did TK, the normal one, and got another grip. This is bad. Wolf not reacting. You see more of those fireballs to drop this character. If he tries to go for the Blanca balls, run those fireballs.
Big anti-air DP. My man St. Cola made a lot of spear references right there. Back to back to back. Big overhead. Stop. Drive rush and the overhead is one of the most egregious things of all time.
It is.
It's so good because you can go from drive rush to low or overhead.
That's how you know something's busted, when you got to pull out the word egregious. That's how you know.
Yeah, you gotta dig deep into the lexicon.
And Burnout, this is bad. One more hit, we'll seal it. Yeah, if you're Clem, you got to get in. Wolf, just one fireball. One fireball. I'm giving you the answers. One simple fireball. Got to be careful. Maybe don't want to get swept off the feet, but you know, if you're Wolf, one OD fireball, normal fireball. Clem is on the back foot. Bro, let me find out Clem make the, never mind.
Wow. Bust out.
My bad.
Big EXDP. Make your reads, young man. Love to see it. Big bust out. You got to make those sometimes. Of course, we see Daigo is famous for that sort of thing.
Daigo, the Umi Shoryu.
Ume Shoryu, Ume flash kick. Oh my goodness, reactions.
He said, I'm not trying to fireball, I'm trying to run these DPs. You see on the Blanca ball continuously, ODDP against the drive rush. You see that a lot from a lot of people. If they try to drive rush medium or overhead, we talked about that being a strong option. You might as well just go for that ODDP, make them think about something different, make them have to maybe like break a little bit earlier.
All right, we're seeing that hawk. And that throw normally would not have killed right there, everyone, if you're not that familiar with Street Fighter 6. The reason why that throw did so much damage is because Clem decided to go for a wake-up. Because Wolf tried to go for the wake-up parry, and that gets you punish countered if somebody happens to throw you. 200 damage on that throw.
Quite a bit. It's going to be a lot of damage to off the Blanca bite. Not the Blanca bite. That follow-up. This is deadly. You pop in the corner. Clem's got bar. Trying to go for the empty Blanca ball again, but the wake-up decision staves off any throws.
Ooh, Clem backing off right there. That's something you don't see a lot when somebody has someone in the corner.
Yeah.
But it can be a very good strategy. But he didn't execute.
Recovering on the crouching medium.
The reason why sometimes you want to give somebody space, even though you have them cornered, is so that you can not give them a good angle to jump out of the corner. So sometimes you want to use that screen behind you. If you feel like your neutral game is better than theirs, I'll let you out and use this screen behind me to cook you, keep you from jumping out, putting me in the corner.
Usually, like, you keep right around like where like the actual like timer is at, like to kind of goad them to do so. Gets a low. I wonder if Wolf can finish this off. He's got that drive gauge, maybe something for a drive impact. Okay, Clem's in burnout. There's the drive impact. Not close enough. Backs up for the anti-air right there. There's another drive impact, and that should be a wrap. We've seen Clem start off so strong. I'm wondering what it is, not able to clinch things out.
I would like to see Clem not put himself in the burnout so much. Oh, see right there, that was a good reaction, but he just didn't lab it correctly, I guess, right there. He reacted with the drive impact. Instead, he should have stuck to his DP that he did earlier, which is harder. And same thing, 2 times in a row.
Not a good option against Blanca ball. They got to be like, I think full screen. The other ones, not so often.
And I think it's the specific characters that actually I don't remember exactly which character, but it's only specific characters whose drive impact beats it.
Exactly. Ken's one of them. I don't know if Luke is. I do know that Wolf is in after that bait button. Oh, man, a drop. Could have been massive damage. Still could run another drive impact. Looking for like a medium into drive impact or button into drive impact, or just the 3-piece into the fireball.
Yep, and the reason he would go for that right there too is because Clem was in burnout. So Clem got hit right there, but even if Clem was to block, that EX would have chipped out. Chip outs only happen when your opponent is in is in burnout in Street Fighter 6.
Oh, ODDP, the bust out. I'm finding the fake out set with the blocker balls. Wolf not biting, at least not enough that has a lot of recovery in terms of these parries. I like to you. There's the empty blocker ball and then the throw. ODDP though, charge up. Okay, they're both in burnout.
The chat is hyped up about Wolf. Definitely have some Wolf fans in here right now. Uh-oh, that's punishable. Is that gonna do it? It is off of a whole light, tart combo.
Oh, bro, you might be dead. One more hit, but he's in burnout. OD fireball. He's gonna walk up, he's gonna block, he's gonna make him drop. Wolf feasts upon his opponent and moves on in the bracket.
And just like that, Clem has been eliminated from the Almost Pro 10K tournament. Definitely a strong showing for himself with that Blanca though. Always an exciting character to watch, especially when you're actually a competent player with something going on like Clem.
That's true, 100%. You know, I gotta give a bit of love to Clem, definitely doing a lot of things off those empty Blanca balls. But Wolf, though, the defense that he had in the ideas to route things back when they weren't working like that. We saw the drive impact maybe come out too often against the Blanca balls, but then pulled back and said, either I'll just walk him down, fireball, DP, things like that against whatever he needs. Showed that he was ready for this overall. And again, you might be ready, you know, at home or whatever, but when it comes to the lights are on you at the stage, it's something different, bro.
We're dropping our sponsored bottles and all that over here. It's absolute pandemonium. I see somebody in the chat ask exactly what region that we're in right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are right here in Seattle with the Seattle FGC, and of course other players from around the world have pulled up as well, but it's primarily the Seattle FGC, and they have been putting on a show up to this point. And of course, the play has been ridiculous, the hospitality has been phenomenal, as well as we try to crown our Almost Pro 10K tournament. Saint, there's been a discourse recently.
Oh Lord.
Chat, I know you guys have all seen it. You saw what Snake Eyes did with that Zangief in CPT West, NA West. Okay. It was absolutely impossible. And it begs a couple questions. First off, Zangief. Chat, let me know. Is Zangief trash or is he nice? Is he actually good or is he whack? What's going on? The producer says trash immediately. Saint, what do you think?
You know what's wild? I don't think any character in this game is trash. They might be lesser than other characters, but everybody can cook. Everybody got the apron on, and everybody allowed in the kitchen when it comes to this game, bro. Whether it be the system mechanics or how things are just balanced out, it all works out where, yeah, you might have to put in some more work, but like, your character ain't impossible to win any matchup.
I agree. I don't think there are any, I think the game is balanced enough that there's actually no bad character. But Zangief is the big contention point because some people specifically feel like, even like pro players, some are on different sides, but the general consensus is that Zangief is not good.
Yeah.
I think that he's actually pretty good, and you got to play against Snake Eyes or play against Danny Fam, or maybe Brutus. I haven't played Brutus.
Yeah.
To see what the character is really about.
Brutus, he a Marisa player. We don't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He switched to the top tier. Is that what he decided to do?
You know what? Let my boy cook. Let him do what he got to do.
Now Snake Eyes got a question in himself.
Yeah, you got to think it every morning did I do the right thing?
But in general,
at what cost?
In general, in fighting games, do you believe in the Sanford Kelly theory, man?
No. Because not everybody can play a top tier. If that were so simple, you would see literally every single pro player pick up a top tier. It's about what fits you. You pick the best option for what fits you. We see a Manon on the screen. For that player right there, that may be their best option. And hey, maybe that's a bad thing, maybe that's a good thing, depending on what happens with the character and how far you can go as a player. But either way, you go with what fits you the best.
We have Mike going up against Wimp Low. I feel like having Low at the end of your name makes it sound like a hood name, like a
Wimp Low.
Wimp Low.
Wimp Low. That's some like
it's like some
early
Cali.
2000s. Yeah, early 2000s. Yeah. Went low.
Yeah, went low. Say, what up, cuz?
What up, cuz? yeah, I definitely hear the cuz from him, yeah. Crazy that we see someone with that sort of name running the Manon play, right? Like, and they in burnout, this is bad. Mike C, we saw them previously. One of the people that we thought was going to move on the bracket, maybe stopped here, was only stopped by Chris CCH, so if you get stopped by somebody, you know, that's not a bad person, but they're doing fine right now.
You said you were just talking about tiers and all that. You're like, look, we got a Manon right here. If he gets smoked, that's going to look bad. If he gets smoked, that's going to look crazy. I ain't going to cap.
Oh, no. You know, I also play Rashid, too, so I can go back to that as my excuse. And I like that as a reaction. That level 1 to get through that drive rush button right there. Whiplow got to find a way to play in terms of, like, dealing with the you know, in burnout situations, trying to find a way in. I feel like they burnt themselves more often than not, and she's a thirsty girl. When it comes to using drive gate, she needs that to get in. Not the best range, and no, you can't do that.
A big problem with when it comes to Manon, the reason why a lot of people will put her like more on the mid-tier side is because of the fact that she does not get Oki on anything.
Hold up. Sit down and shut up!
Shut up!
We had to do it. I'm sorry, but go on.
This is true. Well, yeah, she doesn't get Oki, which is one of the most important things. Of course, Oki being Okizimen, Japanese word for wake up. Look at the neutral right there. She doesn't have the best neutral in the world, but when she does land a hit, it's not easy to stay on top of your opponent and continue the guessing games. But she does do a whole lot of damage when it comes to getting up. When she gets to that level 5,
you start feeling sorry for her. You start saying, wait a minute, now things don't look right. The numbers, they ain't adding up. Are you supposed to be the low tier out here? But you got to be able to get the grip to do it, and that's the problem. Whitlow has not been able to find any command grabs. They may have to sneak in some hit grabs. That's kind of the problem with the character. You have to sneak in these hit grabs, forego damage, and Oki for that opportunity. Whiplow hasn't even exhibited that just yet. We just get the walk-up throw. Needs some more medals.
Look at that whiff punish. Mikesy showing us some nooch. Yes, sir. St. Cola, of course, a former Bison player in Street Fighter V.
All nooch.
So he can't speak on nooch whatsoever.
That's crazy, because I thought that character was all nooch.
You, Problem X, and all of y'all Bison
simply
players,
with punish.
Hot Dog, all y'all doing is
just simply with punish. That's why I should play DJ, because I feel like that character's kind of close. Okay, side switch, yes, sir.
All right, Whip will survive this, though. It won't be enough. But one more guess, and there's the stand jab immediately. Of course, Mike didn't actually. I like that awareness. Mike knew not to try to go for a drive impact there because Wimp has supers to react to it.
Simple stuff, the fast stuff too as well. It's a jab.
Uh-oh. Yep, metal up. Ugh.
There we go. 3. Another one. 4.
Uh-oh. Look at that
4 felonies. Try to get that bait out. Your Whiplow looking a little bit different. Call him Stranger right now. The way he playing, and finds a punch on a big one though.
I don't even think you can get 4 felonies, King. Because after 3, that's we're going to the third.
Listen,
strike.
it's a different game, bro.
These are going to Richard Pryor.
We talking about San Andreas, baby.
He says you got the Richard Pryor Pro. That's what it is. Richard Pryor said after you go to, he said, a double life sentence or something. He said you die, you come back, you go right back to jail.
Right back to jail.
You get reborn again.
Micey might be up in a coffin. I don't know, bro. Hold on now. In burnout, Dragon Lash. I think he's blocking. Oh, never mind. He dropping. Are you kidding me? Whiplow stays on set point.
Whiplow definitely has some support in this crowd right now. I heard some woos. I heard some clapping. And, of course, that's always a power-up if you can handle it. That jump in right on top of your opponent, that's always hard to stop. In order to anti-air that, you really would have to air-to-air, which is basically neutral jump or jump in the air and hit a button right there.
That's hard to do continuously. You have to be watching their feet. You know, watch when they jump up. That's even more mental stack on you. Drive our shin, back heavy punch, stagger step a little bit. But Mike C getting a little bit more defensive than what we've seen him on. There's just been a lot of offense. I like that. Slang out more of these fireballs. Hard for this character to deal with the fireballs. So you gotta get predictive with the smooth through.
Okay, that's not something that we see too often. The drive reversals. Yep, there's the wake up super. Both players are in burnout, but Mike is in a much better position because of the fact he's closer to being out of burnout.
Get a command grab. You get one grip, it'll do it. One command grab. Whiplow, getting anti-air.
Gotta guess. Oh my goodness, no drive meter.
You blocking this time? No! Bro, that's the second time. You gotta block. Whiplow, one command grab. One hit. To stay in.
Who is the most clutch?
Oh, Whip with the overhead. blessing the dome, christening the cranium, peace be with you, and also with you possibly out of this bracket. The blessings coming through from Whiplow.
I feel like you just said some Illuminati stuff right now.
That might be.
You just
So LeBron?
yeah. Don't put that on Ohio. Do not put that on Ohio.
You might get a little,
on the great state. That was clutch. The overhead right there. That was nasty reaction. Well, not reaction, but just a nasty bet right there that he made. That was nice.
Oh no, it's all going down the hill as Mike's getting a lot more aggressive. Drops the combo though. But again, like you're in the situation where like money's on the line, you want to stay in the tournament, you're in losers. For either opponent right now, this could be really bad. The pressure is weighing upon Whiplow. He doesn't even do any wake-up decisions. He's been holding a lot of pressure, getting open up low. No supers. Set point here for Mikesy again.
All right, they're right there in the neutral game, of course. At least on paper, Ken, big advantage there. Imagine being able to use that jab in the drive versus that last one just happened to hit right there. Oh! That was not even a reaction. Wimpa had already read that. Oh, look at this side switch.
What's really good? Item's not here, but I see Whip out here. Another command grab, level 3. We wake up with violence on level 1 to get out of the situation. We talked about that. Use those supers to get out against drive impact, especially if you have that side switch from your character inherently in the corner. Oh.
That's big. That's big time. That's big time.
4.
Sit down.
Oh, the overhead again. Whiplow, Mikesy. Final game, final round. Yo, is this gonna happen? Because Mikesy is like, we interview homie. He was in Winterside when he got out. He was one of the ones to get it done in terms of top 8.
And he's already very warmed up, of course, having to play against Chris CCH earlier. Sometimes having those hard matchups early gets you all the way fired up and sharp. But in the end of the day, right there, I usually don't agree with putting yourself in burnout. But since the scoop hit, I don't mind it.
That's true. Has level 3 as well. If he gets if he gets a command grab, that's 3,700 damage. For those who don't know Street Fighter, that's a lot. That's gonna be a lot. Like dang near dead. No, the wall sweep off the feet.
37%. Oh, that's big, big level 3. Still gonna be alive. Almost out of burnout.
Can you
there
survive?
It is. Let's see it. Who you got, Saint? Who you got?
I don't know.
It's too tough.
Whiplow can hit that. See if they get that. See anybody trying to get that grip. But the backdash. Mikesy out of there. And still in the bracket. That backdash was, if he would have got caught, bro, he would have dropped. I really believe if he would have got caught with that command grab, he would have died.
I think that, I think that might have been enough damage right there. I mean, that's some of the highest damage you're going to see for a scoop in all of Street Fighter, man. So that was absolutely ridiculous. What a clutch match. It's like we in top 8 or top 16 already, bruh.
That's how we feel, man.
What's going on?
It's the money. That's what. That's what's up. The money.
A lot of Bison Bucks on the line. A lot of Bison Bucks on the line. Can't be mad at it. And you know what? It's nice to see him a non-player performing so well. He has some great reads on those supers.
Yeah.
Hit him 2 times. Last time catching the backdash there too. But at the end there, he tries to go for the scoop, the Hail Mary. And that's the scary part about playing command grab characters in general.
That's true.
You bet your tournament life on command grab versus not command grab. Yeah.
That's the difficult thing.
You gotta have guts for it.
But the reads though from Mikesy as a rebuttal, the backdashes, we saw him wake up super against the drive impacts and things like that. Like that's what allowed him to stay solid in those situations. Listen, I see a lot of y'all saying, yo, you should have just did this and that. I'm sure Mikesy knows that. I'm sure he does that when he's in the comfort of his home. But when you're on that stage, you're in front of a crowd, you're in front of an audience that is online. You know, all these things add up, and it's hard to stay solid. Even the best of the best, you see, I just watched last week Tokido drop a ton of combos. Fujimura, multi-time champion when it comes to tournaments, drop simple combos that anybody can do. But that stress, it adds up. But that's the part of the fighting games that makes it so good. Like, it makes it real.
Yeah, it's like the outside of the game factor playing into it. And, you know, speaking of outside of the game factors, I see in the chat, people are like, yo, where's Yoshimitsu? He's in the chat right now. They're like, where are you at? And he said, oh, I had to go to work, man. I was stuck at work today. Yoshimitsu, I'm going to give you some advice. Only the most mature advice. Quit your job. Whenever, you know what I'm saying? When it's that or pulling up to a tournament, that's sound advice, right?
Yeah, that's sound advice. You know, you're gonna want some money out here.
Yes.
Yeah, I see the cross the league. Yo, King DDD and the Meta Knight are still out here as well. I see many more people coming through and sitting down as we get closer and closer to that top 16 spot. We have more action on the way. Don't go nowhere. We're still making our way through these brackets. We still have a lot more to come.
Hold up. Look, my man got the Supreme jacket on. Okay, I see you with the Supreme.
You don't need this money, actually.
Yeah, my
Keep
man.
it moving.
Yeah, he said he don't need it. He chilling.
Yeah, you good, you good.
My man, is he the Jamie player?
Is he the Jamie player?
I wonder if that's the Jamie. Because
Ham Bam.
That's Ham Bam?
Not that Ham Bam.
Oh, okay.
Not
I'm
Ram
not
Bam.
saying. That's not Ham Bam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't have the afro.
Yeah,
I'm different.
Tripping for a second.
But I do see Jamie on the. Oh no, never mind. I see Luke. It's Luke and Chun-Li instead. So this is the Chun-Li that we saw previously as one of our first matches of the day, if not our first. That was running against the Sim.
Okay, yes. That challenge was ridiculous. That rush down. He was using that EX Fireball really well in the corner to get those busted plus frames, but in the end of the day, Mateo ended up being able to take that one home.
Ready?
Let's get into it. We are seeing some Chun-Li versus Luke. Now Chun-Li is looked at as someone who is not there's debate about whether or not Chun-Li is like super top tier. I think Chun-Li is insane.
Yeah. I think she's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Bro, she's got damage, which Chun-Li players try to say that she didn't have. She's got a great fireball, great walk speed, great buttons, as per usual. And honestly, it's also on the side of Luke as well, except for maybe the walk speed. A lot of damage is dumped out here from the side of Ham Bam.
Okay, that's crazy we have two Ham Bams, though.
Yeah, that's actually wild.
Low key. Goddamn, I'm free saying they feel like Chun-Li is top 10. Oh, for sure. I had to sit down and actually number things, but at least on the top of my head, I would think so.
I would put her in contention for top 5, or just outside, to be honest. A lot of great matchups that she's had up in this game that I think people don't really think about. I think she does well in this matchup. I think they talked to, who was the Luke player? Some of the Luke players, I think it was Leak X0, said that, what am I supposed to do against Chun-Li? Her buttons are better. She's got the walk-in fireball and things like that. Ham Bam says, I have an idea. I'm going to be jumping a lot, getting froggy with it. Caught up in the corner, got to be careful. Oh, no way.
What a bait.
Had to be a fireball.
You go for it.
Or maybe you're right, because he might be trying the anti-air.
Yeah, he tried the anti-air right there. That was very nice. Very nice bait with the instant air legs. And so far, everything is just going Ham Bam's way. Just straight rush down. Nice, backing off.
Catch that Hazanchu. Yeah. Just up again, walks up, gets a throw, didn't finish it off, will still get the perfect KO. Hands on head right now. Not trying to figure out like why things happen the way they happen, but I can tell you why. Luke, jump fierce, jump heavy kick, nasty buttons. Even if you try to go for an anti-air, it's a hard one to deal with.
And throwing is a lot more dangerous, waking up with throws, teching in this game versus in Street Fighter V, because you really just hang out there forever after your throw whiff. So you're going to eat something nasty if you're going up against a good player.
That recovery. Backs up again, looking maybe for an anti-air, but not going to go for anything. Stand heavy kick would work out. I don't know if stand medium kick would. It might get blessed, but this is unfortunate. Off the backboard again. Ham putting himself in burn up, but has him in that corner position. Has that confidence too.
I want to see some low forward drive rushes from Ham Bam. Oh, yeah. Big drive impact. Yep, out of the corner. Nice SBK.
Breaks it with a level 1.
Sometimes if you've been having a lot of success against your opponent in a match and they finally knock you down, sometimes you go for a wake-up DP because you know they feel like they're not really messing with you in neutral right now.
Yeah.
So they want to take full advantage of the fact they finally knocked you down. That's why you see DPs in that situation.
Oh, the early stuff. Ham about to put this Chun-Li out of the tournament pretty dominantly. We haven't really seen the anti-airs. I mean, that's been a big problem again. As soon as I say that, Ham's like, oh, word? That's the issue. I got you. Jump in again.
Not like this. Could it be over for Mattel? I want to say Ham Bam may have won every round up to this point.
It might have been. We haven't really seen a round being taken just yet. Finally see a potential kick as a reversal. Baits out the ODDP. Now it's time to party. You up in the corner. Meaty fireball. Didn't find the fault. We'll get the punch counter throw, though. Extra damage. Oh, you nasty slips in the drive impact. And that's that, Mattel. What happened? You good? You hand the controller over to somebody else?
Oh, yeah, and the crowd is clapping up. I mean, there's different times in the match, I feel like, Saint. I think in the end of the day, when you get to match point, now is winning time.
Oh, yeah.
And the attributes change a little bit.
You start feeling different.
X factor kicks in, depending on who you are. It's not easy to close out. But Ham Bam is trying to do exactly that with the big level 3 ground and pound.
About to be the end of the round in a second here. Ham has him caught up in the corner. There's the throw. That drive bar is getting juiced up. That means right now probably a decent perfect knuckle combo. Maybe they'll seal the deal. Maybe one more, I should say. deep dish jump fierce for the bait on the ODDP. Base off the drive impact, and that's that ham. Shows that Mattel should have woken up just a little bit earlier if he wanted to beat the Luke player.
Impressive play right there. Clearly had a solid strategy that he stuck to. He just rushed him down pretty much the entire match.
And jumped.
And a lot of jump ins, which of course Chun-Li is known for having strong anti-airs. But that's the thing, it's a matter of mental stack.
Right.
But the better that you get at the game, the more things you can have in your mental stack.
That's facts.
And the quicker your subconscious is gonna be to react to jump ins or dashes or whatever it may be. But especially when it comes to jump ins, because you have so many frames, like 30-something frames. When I say so many, that's talking as a Street Fighter player.
Yeah, as someone that's been playing for years and has competed at the highest level.
Technically, it's not a lot of time. It's like 30-something frames.
It takes practice.
It
and
takes
then
a lot.
you on the stage too as well. That may be something that Mattel was able to do like in the comfort of his home. But again, you on that stage, people sitting here saying, oh, I would have did better and stuff like that. I highly doubt it because A, you ain't out here, and B, even if you were out here, do you have that fortitude to even be up here or get to this point? So being on that stage, again, changes everything. Fighting games are not just about what happens in the game. It's also what happens outside the game, too, as well. Your mental stack, your mental state in general. What happens when you're on the stream? Are you ready, prepared when people are jeering against you or cheering the other person or what have you? All this adds up.
Is that young Bruce on the stage right now?
Oh, and that's Silky also?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
We've got a good one. My man's Bruce was absolutely ridiculous with the ball roll back in the Street Fighter 5 days. I played him a couple of times back then, and he definitely was nice. Of course, playing for the Red Bull Proving Ground team.
Right.
When I first met him back in, I want to say that was maybe even 2017.
Oh, yeah, because that was like the year after the game launch, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that was 2017. That was my first year going to majors and everything. I remember him being very nice. Him, Jabril, and Brutus all on the same team. But right now, he's out here rocking out on the solo tip, on the solo team. And you said you saw him going with some Ken too, right?
Yeah, I saw the Ken a little bit. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. Yo, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Y'all with us? Y'all with us right now?
You see him?
Yeah! Oh, that crowd is loud. That crowd want to see some fights, all right? Out in the streets, yeah. Yeah, we start to pack in. Y'all can pack in and get in these seats. And yo, the notebook, yo, Silky, what's really good?
Yo, my man actually has the notes on deck. He didn't even write it in his phone. That's different. That's dedication.
That's dedication.
Saint.
I like that. Did we see somebody be upset about, oh, you have a notebook? You should be having a notebook.
Yes.
On my phone, I actually have a hella notes. So I'm for commentary, but when I'm playing too as well. They don't work out too well. But I will say, I do have the notes.
Bruce better hope that's not the Death Notebook right there. He might have wrote his opponent's character right there in the Death Notebook. Guarantee his winning the bracket. The Shinigami just pops up. Round one fight. Shinigami with the apple. Expeditiously.
You're going to ODDP.
You're ODDP right now. Round start.
Oh, man. All according to Kaiku. Oh, you will not drive. You will not react.
The Notebook is crazy, though. So that's something that I think people might not know that at the highest level, not every player does this, but some players will keep documents. A lot of time it will be like online, even if it's just notes on your phone. I personally prefer using Google Drive. Well, I don't say the company or nothing like that. But yeah, I personally would keep like actual files of every character match.
Yeah.
My strategy.
I feel like that's a good idea because like
it makes it stick in your head.
Yeah, you should have a base strategy for every character. So I feel like
look at him reading it. Look at him reading. That's epic, son. Look at that.
Got it.
He's nodding. He's nodding while he's reading. Oh, quiet down. He's reading, Saint. Let's shut up. Okay. I'm making like 60. I got 60 pages of rhymes in this.
Good. I like that.
Yes.
Fill out the notebook. Fill out the netbook.
60 pages of rhymes, St. Cola.
That means, but see, to me, that means that you're serious about this. You know what I'm saying? Like because you should go into every match with a game plan. Even at any level, like, okay, I could jump in more. Like basic stuff. That I like. They want that money.
If he gets smoked in a round or in a game, I wonder if he just writes down, damn. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just keeps a log of the match. Okay,
we're about to be in this.
Come on.
And now we have. So this is Silky. So Silky's rocking the Honda.
Silky? Oh yeah, because during her interview she said she's about the hands.
Okay. She's gonna be trying to throw these hands up against Bruce. No easy task. And you see she's rocking a sponsor too. When you got the notebook and a sponsor, you ain't playing. The sponsor tag with the notebook.
Fire.
Have you ever watched The Notebook?
Yeah. Everybody has.
I've never seen that.
It's it's like any other. It's
one of, yeah, I know.
It's one of those. Yeah. You with your girl.
Style.
Yeah. But you with the girl, you don't watch it. Like, all right, fine, whatever. You know.
Saint, I know you watched it by yourself, Saint. Stop lying. You watched it by yourself, and now you're trying to put it on your girl, man. There's nothing wrong with it.
Hey, no, I did. I watched Twilight by myself, though. I will say that. Anyway.
Okay, big neutral jump. Oh, reaction. Stop. Don't try to drop impact me. This wasn't in your notes. It didn't tell you I was going to react. It didn't tell you that I had to quick draw this sleight of hand.
Oh, yeah. You see that? The walk up. I thought it was going to be actually a run DP against the jump fears, but still caught in the corner. That's the problem. The fireballs continuously over and over again is a problematic thing for the side of Honda.
Hold up. I just realized something, chat. Do we have an E-Honda player with notes? E-Honda players?
Wait, what?
Honda players can read? This is news. Listen, we just had a brand new revelation. This is a monumental moment in fighting game history.
Honda players actually thinking about matchups and not just running the same moves over and over again?
Silky is the first intelligent Honda player of all time since Street Fighter 2. Love to see it.
Actually, you kind of see it in the gameplay. No cap, though. Look at the economy at headbutts. A little bit different. Also, that jump fierce as well to kind of hide the intention. But Bruce, we've seen his no slouch at the Red Bull Proving Grounds, trying to prove himself out here.
Okay, I love that headbutt right there, forcing the burnout. Oh, nice. Okay, Silky. Silky smooth. Woo, love to see it. Oh, she ain't playing. That's a bad one right there. Come on.
Nice headbutt against the Dragon Lash. Trying to start the party up, denying it. And Silky doing really good against these fireballs, whether it be parry or we see a jump in. Bad situation. Stands, hands up. Level 3, no follow-up just yet. He wants to get in that perfect point where that level 3 is going to get that kill. Like right now. Oh, Chunky Stew! Woo!
The P. Not the P. Not the P. Oh,
anything but that.
Okay, Silky came prepared. And look, the notebook is closed. Because it ain't no more of that this morning.
She says it's not necessary. It's
not
necessary.
You're right.
It's not necessary.
She was like, you know what? I'm Silky. Let me go. I should remember who she is. I'm Silky.
Stop smooth with it. It don't matter. Oh, no.
Reaction, stop. Big Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce said, I know what you're looking for. It happens too often up in the corner, just like in the DP.
Not the
which is light.
Ooh. Spaghetti, often spaghetti when it comes to fighting games. Now we're seeing a whole lot of drops. Look at that jump in. Butt slam. Oki too. It's time for you to guess.
Oh, you see this is the stoppage of the driver of the medium, trying to bait out a reversal. OD butt slam lands. Silky on the verge of sending down a favorite. 2 losers before we even get the top 16.
I don't think that this was on too many people's bingo card. Bruce going to losers before top 16, but it is looking like a real possibility. LG's Silky Lynx. That's a smooth name,
bro. Silky Lynx. Nah, stop.
That's a fire name. Silky Lynx is crazy.
Yeah,
sounds like she's a member of Wu-Tang Clan.
Silky Lynx, bro. I listen to that SoundCloud. Oh, okay. Want to see some mix and play? Knockdown actually goes for the level 3.
Get some damage and building back some of that drive gauge.
Yeah. This is bad. Silky in the corner. Lacking defense is one of his character's problems. Innate defense is going to be tested here for Silky. Wakes up with a button, there in burnout, and it's about to be a deader than dead off the Dragon Lash. Enough hits, and Bruce trying to stay in the game.
Bruce is trying to, he's seeing the bat signal, Saint. You can't just be Bruce right now. That money ain't going to save you. Right now, you got to put on your suit and go to work in Gotham City. Big low forward drive rush, but Silky with the block. No avail right there, but at the same time, being pushed to that corner, it is E-Honda, one headbutt miss, and now you're on the other side.
Her anti-airs are on point. They're there right there, that jump fierce, I like that. Is it burnout? Has to be careful. Punish, no too far with that. Should maybe went for crouching medium kick instead of light.
Close to burnout.
Oh, you gotta be careful. Level 3
that was sick!
Silky!
Bruce is still alive. The Ring of Fire. Xbox 360. Red Ring of Death. Bust slam.
One more hit to land.
Oh, that's it.
Has the level 1.
That was sick, brother.
Okay, but it's still one butt slam, one sumo, and there it is from the skies. No surprise. Silky too smooth with it. and she moves on as the smartest Honda player we have ever seen. Oh, the pop-up!
Does she just have a win pose?
Oh, she had a win. Who has
She
win
got
poses?
a notebook, a sponsor, showed us Honda's players can read, and had a win pose. That is officially the superstar of this bracket up to this point. Silky Links. I need to see all of her matches on stream for sure.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you, Chad. I ain't know Silky like that. I'm gonna be 100% with it. But now I know Silky. But that's the point of these tournaments, you know what I'm saying? We get to know these names, to see these people work even more so. Listen, Silky, I know you ain't done yet, but I'm gonna need you to play in TNS, Casa, other tournaments, because you cooking with the Honda.
Yeah, pull up.
Come on.
Saying, I got a question for you, brother. I'm looking at Silky's hair. Very long, right?
Yes.
I feel like she got you beat with the hang time. Like,
Kinda do.
Yeah. What's going on, bro?
It'll be there one day.
Yeah.
Silky got time. She got time.
Yeah.
She got more time than me. She got more time than me.
Oh, I
so.
thought you were saying she got time to catch up
No,
to
she
you.
got time.
bro.
No. I need more
All right,
time.
brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
How far are you going to go with it?
I think I'm like another 2 years. Then we'll see.
No, you growing it longer?
Yeah. We're going all the way. We're going all the way.
Okay.
Just like
okay.
Silky's going all the way through with us. Taking down Bruce of all things.
Nasty.
Took down Bruce, bro. And my God.
Absolutely ridiculous up to this point.
Woo.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have seen how amazing these matches has been, and we are only in top 48. We have more Almost Pro 10K Street Fighter 6 action after this break.
Get wrecked, son. Maybe this will help with the sting.
Your game's looking a bit sloppy. Here, let me help you clean that up.
Stay in your game with DoorDash.
Welcome back to PAX West. Of course, this is the 10K Almost Pro tournament, and so far, the fists have been flying. It's been extremely hype. St. Cole, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think that you could probably land a hit on none of the competitors that we've seen so far in a game of Street Fighter. In the first to 10 even.
That's actually wild because I think the same about you, Rob.
What's
the same about you because you ain't. Are you on the 6 right now? Where you at?
I'm not. They got me over here, bro. If they would let me commentate and play at the same time, that's what they should do.
I think they doing that for you, so you don't
know
hurt your feelings.
Saying?
To not hurt your feelings.
Hey, why you gotta do me like that, bro? My
hey, man, you started. Oh, they going.
Oh, look at the kids. Hey, what's up,
what
guys?
is that? Is that Pokemon?
He got the one piece.
Oh, you got the one piece?
He got the one piece shirt on and everything. Or is that Full Metal Alchemist?
Oh, you're a Full Metal Alchemist? Let's go.
We just sat there and said every anime until we landed on the right one.
Well, I thought, listen.
It looked like
I'm a Full Metal fan. I like me
Are
some
you?
of. Yeah,
I haven't watched that.
Brotherhood's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. I read the manga too as well.
I'm definitely watching that. The Brotherhood too?
Yeah, Brotherhood.
So it's us.
Well, you'll see during that. We're also going to be seeing some more action right here. Big Marisa coming up on the stage from Dylan.
Big body.
The element.
The woman king. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As my friend Nika calls her, the feminist icon.
Yeah, she's definitely the icon of Street Fighter right now. We see a lot of people running this character. And for good reason. She's super strong. Now, maybe she doesn't have the best on defense, but her offense is deadly. And you're going to see it out here. If the combos are optimal, the damage is going to be ridiculous.
I am trying to see some damage. Look how swole she is, St. Cole. That's straight power.
That's what we got to be like, bro. That's a real fit FGC right there.
Yeah, Marissa is my fitness inspo. It's Marissa and Baki the grappler.
Yeah, oh yeah. Let me see, Yujiro.
Oh, that Yujiro back?
Yeah. The demon back.
I heard your first girlfriend looked like Yujiro's back.
Actually, yes. We're gonna move on from that though, because she's definitely a demon. But so is Element up in this corner. I can't deny, bro. You hit the anyway.
Element right now. He's looking like he is in his element, cooking up with that loop. But of course, Marissa, you make one mistake and it could get ugly for you.
That's a mistake right there. Go for that target combo. That is a gap. Can run the ODDP just like that. And again, runs the ODDP, but tries to call it out. This is actually smart here for Dylan. You're a burnout, but
no gauge.
How you gonna fight back? How you gonna fight back? Gladys over and over again. The whip no throws, bro.
The chat is clearly hype about some Marissa and, of course, hype about Dylan specifically. He has a lot of support in there.
Wow.
And he is living up to the hype. Big drive impact on reaction to the Superman punch. It's a Street Fighter 5 with the suppressor.
One more hit.
No cross-cut DP.
Level 3 immediately, yeah! Against the drive impact. Diddle plan is all the fist land.
That was ridiculous.
That was godlike.
That was absolutely phenomenal. The ground and pound.
MMA in play here. The side of Element. I was talking to him previously. This is actually Kristen CH's brother, so really gonna definitely be on the highest of levels of Street Fighter.
Who? Which one?
Element is.
Hold up. The Element used to wear like the bison hat and stuff in Street Fighter 5 back at tournaments?
I'm not sure, but
yes.
if you hear Element talk, he sounds just like Chris, bro.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is a family affair. Okay. Let's see if the noose runs in the family. Of course, Chris CCH was a Luke player back in the Street Fighter 5 days.
That's true. Switch over to Ken.
Big anti-air. Oh, yeah, he can play. He can play St. Cola.
Oh, yeah, he got the lockdown up in this corner. Guantanamo Bay, you don't get to play. The neutral jump again in the jump heavy kick. And that's wild because that timing got to be perfect because you get hit with that Gladius. It's going to hurt.
St. Cola, you always be cooking. But when you just said Guantanamo Bay, you don't get to play, that's fire. Like, that's one of them ones right there. I hope that's one. I hope you use that often. I like that.
I'm going to have to put it in the toolkit a little longer.
That needs to be in there.
Yeah.
These parries. And that's when you know you do damage. He didn't even go for it. You know what? I would have liked the back throw. I would like the back throw right there instead because there's so much scaling when somebody does a drive parry.
And you're drive rushing quite a bit to get in. And she thirsty too.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but the impact lands. Dylan's not done yet. Go for the level 3. We spin the bar for maybe even level 1. Side switch. Off the low. Runs it with a level 3. We all got mixed. Producers like, I got mixed. Chat, y'all got mixed. Get hit. Dylan's still in it.
And that mix-up right there is pretty new for Marissa. And against some characters, they actually can't DP against it, or you can't super against it.
Yeah, you can't super,
because it makes you lose your charge.
I can super against this, though. Put no gaps. Meek him up.
Luke is a lot cooler in this game.
Oh, so much.
Than 5.
He's like a real character.
Yeah, he's dope. Look at that. That burnout just back against the wall. You need to call upon something, the power of friction.
Yeah, I know.
You need to turn into an Uzumaki. You got the red hair.
God willing, Element is a villain right now. All he needs is one good solid hit in that level 2. No! DP, too far out the distance. I don't know what you're DPing your demons. You need to find that hit, bro.
And just like that, wipe yourself off. You dead. Wipe yourself off. You dead. The muscle mommy. Yeah, that's definitely him. That's Chris' brother right there.
Yeah.
I mean, David, you can see it.
Maurice's chief.
Look how deep he just breathed in. Listen, if you gotta breathe in that deep, you in trouble. Or your opponent's in trouble, I should say.
Yeah. Somebody.
Your opponent might be in trouble. Either way, something is afoot.
Yeah, something sinister. Something sinister. Devious.
Something devious, nefarious even.
Treacherous.
Look at us. We'd be a good Scrabble team.
Yeah, I know. Like, come on now.
We rock with this. A mean squad.
The Saurus on lock, bro. All right, let's see who's going to drop. We're the final game. This could be a big upset. Not that Dylan is not cooking, or not that he is weak at all. But a lot of people would point Element also, even though maybe newer to Street Fighter, because he used to play a lot of Gear and other anime games, would move on the bracket further Dylan trying to stop that.
Oh my goodness. Yep, that's plus. Fully charged up Gladius.
Another Gladius again. Where are you going? Oh my gosh! Yo, even the corrupt. Y'all saw that?
That's damage.
Y'all saw that? Y'all think that's fair? I don't think that's fair.
Are we really able to show things that gruesome on Extreme? I mean, my goodness.
Damn.
That's straight pain. That's a move that actually, it looks painful.
Yeah, it really does. Holds the arm, fist down to the ground, makes you down on some dirt. Oh man, counter hit, didn't commit though.
Big jump out of the corner. Wow, what a turnaround for Dylan.
No forward throw. Back throw gets him outside the corner. Is that what they really want? Element, gotta be careful now. Building up that level 3 is Dylan. Doesn't even need level 3, honestly, to get that victory. He could actually just kill real soon here. Might finish it off with the cutscene. Wakes up with violence.
Saint, it's not over yet, and now she's gonna be in burnout. Element might. Oh no, not burnout yet, not burnout yet.
OD fireball, OD fireball. Chip away, chip away.
What an anti-air.
Oh, is that enough to kill?
That didn't kill.
You have to perfect parry everything.
You gotta look for the Superman punch.
Oh my God!
Reactions!
Oh!
When it matters most, Dylan absolutely on point and reacts with the level 3 super. Punched him through the wall. If this was another fighting game, there would have been a stage transition after that.
But a break, there would have been violence, there would have been blood and guts.
Oh my
but this
goodness.
Was still an absolute match, massive match. Dylan with their reactions. I don't know what he looked on his phone. He was like, oh yeah, that's okay, that's the right amount of damage. Okay.
Get that man some DoorDash.
Yeah, get that man something.
He deserves it.
He deserves it.
You know
Give him a 20%
it.
code, bro.
He
a 20% code.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
Dang.
Wow.
That's a fast fireball. That's not an easy thing to do.
Dude,
that's not an easy thing to do.
And Element, and I love you bringing that up too, because yeah, Luke's fireball is so quick. Element, when he did that anti-air EXDP and then canceled it into the, I'm like, oh, is that it? She barely survived that.
You saw the burnout gauge. If Dylan were to be put in burnout, that would have been chipped and in, right? A couple OD fireballs, we might be seeing a different cat move through this bracket, but for right now, Element unfortunately has to fight his way through loser side, top 16. It is Dylan moving on winner side. That's a pretty big upset. I ain't from the front on you.
Yo, the chat popped off. The chat popped off after that super, and the crowd did. That was insane,
bro.
Dog.
We was out of our chairs.
God.
That is what you want to see with Street Fighter, bro. This game is so hype, and the players out here are so tight, bro. Dang, I'm sorry. I'm breaking this. I'm not sorry. What am I talking about? I'm not sorry.
That's what the FCC all about, baby. That energy, that hype.
Watch this. Watch this.
I think it's the anti-air DP.
Okay, there's that.
Look at this. Look how close.
And it didn't kill. And it didn't kill.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want the fireball?
Fireball.
Perfect parry. Block. Element backing off, looking for like an OD fireball. But you can't do that.
Put all that shoulder right in your chest. Look at Luke's face.
He said, oh. Yeah. Probably wondering how I got here. We'll see who's going to get there for that beautiful trophy.
The beginning of the movie, you probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah, let's rewind a little bit.
I thought I could throw fireballs. I thought it was sweet out here.
Not these streets.
Hold up. I know you recognize the hands, those bracelets.
I recognize.
That
Goes
is,
anywhere.
of course, Zero Blast! The one, the only, one of the most sick players in the world that we've seen since the Street Fighter 5 days. Of course, one of the most exciting, if not the most exciting playstyle that we have seen effective at the pro level. In Street Fighter 6, the game is a lot more aggressive, but even back in 5 when it wasn't like that, Cero always had her own style and absolutely put in work with it. We've seen Cero beat the best of the best players in the world, and that is one of the favorites right here in this tournament. And this looks like a nice guy, so I feel bad that he got to go up against that.
We'll see what happens. We'll see if this cat can.
But he's winner side.
Yeah, for a reason though. For a reason. So it ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be a breeze though. You know, going back to how you talked about how Cero had beaten some of the best players in the business. Come on. Remember when Cero took down Problem X?
That was that final round.
Yeah.
I think that's Problem was mad as
well. He was hot. Y'all, they had a debate for hours and hours.
About what's random and what's not. Yeah, that was ridiculous. All right, and of course, Cero. Oh, and do we have a Ryu? Oh, okay. No. Okay, he's going with JP.
JP. Oh, okay.
Very different.
Yeah, very different.
I was about to say all kind of honorable stuff about you.
Like, wow, you're really going for Ryu? You're really honorable, traditional. But no, we're going for that JP. Clover Wolf looking for that W with that JP. Let's see if that even happens. Calls to the OD Amnesia. You know Cero's labbed out this matchup to a T.
Waking up 2 times in a row with the OD amnesia. I love that. You don't see that enough. Because the first one always works, huh?
Yeah, exactly. The first one, it's funny because if you do it as the match goes on, it don't work. But if you do the first one, like right off the bat, usually works out better off, surprisingly enough. Impact as an anti-air did not get the splat. I like the idea.
All right, Zero Blast chilling out in that neutral game. There is that big drive rush into the stand medium kick, into the target combo. Big anti-air, yup. As soon as he jumped, I knew it was over with. Zero Blast too much of a seasoned player to let a clean jump in go like that.
Oh, of course. Whether it be DP or crouch fierce, he's always ready and steady.
Oh yeah, big damage. Corner carry.
Bro, that's ambiguous.
I
got hit too. I'm stealing it too as well. Because if I find you on break, it's over. That's all I'm doing. Enhanced Tatsu, jump, light kick, you're going to get hit. And look at this. One more, level 3, maybe off a Jinrai. They can find it.
Zero Blast loves those ambiguous jump-ins. I played a billion money matches with Zero Blast back in the Street Fighter 5 days. Zero Blast will go for the raw sweeps with Ken just to set up those ambiguous jump-ins.
Just do whatever it takes.
A unique Ken, most Ken players didn't do that. Right there, Zero goes for the actual check on the drive rush, but the risk is sometimes you go for that, somebody cancels the button a little early, a little late,
That's
and
true.
punishes you. That's what happened right there.
All right, Cloverwolf back in business, the teleport.
Oh, the teleport. What game is this?
Oh, yeah, this is definitely not Street Fighter, but that's fine. Cloverwolf has found a way to play and stay solid. Can they find the finish? You do have level 1 on their side as a reversal, but unfortunately, it's Zero running out those Jinrais, and they still have the level 3 if need be. I mean, Clover has some good ideas. I like to see more of that activity, drive rush, crouching, medium kick. Almost went for it, went for light instead.
There's a problem, Saint. Cloverwolf, he's playing nice. But I didn't think he just looked like he's too much of a nice guy. You gotta,
too kind. I bet he gives to charities, which is nice, but
you gotta be born in it. You really adapted to the darkness.
Exactly.
I was born in it.
I'm born in it.
It's different, Saint. You understand?
You don't want to, you don't want to leave the mud. You want to stay in the mud. I want to be in the mud. I want to be about the mud.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
That's where you see those crazy mix-ups and everything like that from Zero Blast. Oh, the EXDP reaction, but Cloverwolf with the phenomenal spacing.
Yeah, I like to see more of these fake outs too as well. Off the fake ghost to make Zero Blast. Second guess, but does find a whip punch against that crouching medium kick. Now starts to party up in the corner. Jinrai and immediate OD. Amnesia trying to get the grip. Will actually get it.
Scoop. Scoop.
That level 2. When's it going to happen? It won't. Not this round. You're going down. Zero at set point. Shun got the headphones on.
Hold up. Did Zero did she look at the camera for a second? Did she look at the camera? Let y'all.
Oh, she said, I'll let you know. She said, I'll really let you know.
Yeah, she comfortable. She feeling herself. She feeling herself right now with good reason. Yeah. Big toss.
That fierce follow-up. Unfortunate. Jinrai again trying to go for the overhead. Zero's out of there. I'm sorry, Clover's out of there with the jump out. I like that option right there. Sometimes if you can't go for like a reversal, just jump out. Oh, she's so ready.
Zero Blast coming down to this tournament from Canada. Did not make that trip for no reason. Trust and believe that.
That's a long trip. About to be an even longer trip down to losers.
Hey, looking like that trip might be for Cloverwolf right now. Zero Blast on match point. Trying to punch her ticket in the top 16, winner side. One step closer to that trophy. One step closer to being our 10K almost pro champion.
No level 3, wants to hold on to that bar. You have to be careful though.
I'm loving this zoning.
Okay, here's the level 2, but Zero gets through and limits in level 2. Yo, the crowd, see how bad it is, but still Clover finds a way. Life finds a way. OD slash into the Pierce, enough help to deal with these situations just in general. Clover still in the game.
Nice anti-air. Chat brings up a good point that Clover looks like a nice guy, but he does play JP.
Automatic villain.
Or just a pragmatist.
Hey, it's called smart decisions. As my boy Ajax would say, smart financial decisions. That was not a smart one.
That read was so, what a bait. No, 2 back 8 base. The Jinrai, and he knew he was, Zero knew that Cloverwolf was gonna go for the EX Amnesia to try to punish the follow-up. Punishes, then punish the wake-up super. Zero Blast, 2-0, and officially she punched her ticket into top 16 winner side.
I want to go back to what I said, Rob. Did that look hella wild? Did that look like random sweeps and things like that we'd seen previously? Did that look like that?
No.
Was I spitting when I said?
Blast,
Did what I spitting when I said
Zero Blast will forever have the most godlike aggressive style, St. Cola. I want to see it versus, don't put the cap on me yet. Make sure you guys use the DoorDash code and all that. You know, they out here supporting PAX, supporting Street Fighter 6 and everything. My man Saint to cover my waves up. That my agent will be hearing about this, Saint. I don't got an agent, by the way. I'm gonna tell somebody though.
I mean, if you win this tournament right here, you have enough to get him, money for an agent.
This is true. This is very true. Might need one at that point. Blast definitely. But those baits at the end, that was the coolest thing to me. Just the going for the Jinrai. And then naturally, of course, you can EX Amnesia to punish the overhead or the low that comes behind it. Blast sits there, baits it out, goes for the throw, and then immediately baits to wake up level 1 super. That right there is high-level Street Fighter. When you're seeing Blast, Chris CCH, you're seeing years of experience, years of hardship, years of grind to get up to this point. And that's why Blast is one of their favorites to win this tournament. You actually picked Cyril to be the champion.
Could be seeing that, but we need to see a little bit more if we get that top 16 spot. Now, again, going back to Cyril Blast and how much they have trained, I've watched them on their stream trying to figure out answers and matchups that even in 5 weren't so good for Ken. In 6, maybe not so good. So it all comes to fruition out here to get that money.
Oh, Say he killing you. He killing you, bro. He killing you. Look at these afros. He is killing you, bro.
That fro is actually wildly good.
That's crazy. I love your fro, Saint, but come on.
I know. That one kind of fire. I can't even hate. That fro is fire.
You know what? Both of y'all are black excellence. Though.
Yeah. You can't, don't put us against us.
That's the problem. That's the problem with us today. That's the problem today. We always got to be crabs in the bucket. Both of y'all looking good.
Of course. Look great up here in this top 16, almost top 16 side. We'll see what this cat has for them. Oh, they got the Victrix controller.
Is that the Victrix? I thought that was still in the prototype stages.
That Victrix is clean.
I got to try that. Yo.
Okay.
Another fro? Did I not get the memo?
Let's go, Fro Bros. I see the Fro Bros out here. Yeah.
It's back.
Yeah. What's up, Fro? What's really good, man? We love our Fros and we love our fighters out here. I see the crowd is packing in. And make sure y'all pack in tomorrow, of course, because tomorrow we're going to have top 16 all the way to the finish. So get your seats, get comfortable through both days of great Street Fighter play.
I'm not gonna lie, that teddy bear Letterman is fire.
It's actually wild.
Hold up, are we finally seeing my boy, DJ, the one and only, the life of the party?
The life of the party.
DJ finally makes his way to stream. Of course, that is my main, and I would say the coolest redesign in all of Street Fighter 6.
100%. They made him good.
He just looks cool as heck. Everybody likes DJ.
They don't like fighting DJs because of that drive rush. You know, being the fastest in the business, drive rush slide punch is a jump scare. Fizz G versus Blake Mauser. Is that Blake Mauser? Yeah.
Yes. Fizz going for that EX, the EX sway, the OD sway. That's something that you don't see a lot with DJ players, but we should see a lot more because the risk reward is just phenomenal on it.
It's really good.
It costs 2 bars.
It does, but you know, it's wild because there's some recovery on that, of course, but I feel like the reward that you guys, you pointed out, punish counter-wise, has led to so much damage. We've seen the likes of Zen and Dogro utilize that. I want to see more DJs use that, but is Blank on bar? Has to be very careful right now. It's one drive impact or an overhead. Either way, you're dead.
So, of course, DJ is looked at as a tricky character, even though this is why he's so top tier. Even in a neutral game, pretty good fireball.
Yes.
Great anti-airs, amazing damage. A wake-up reversal, 4-frame, whatever you want. One of the best drive rushes in the game.
That's true.
But at the same time, he's looked at as a tricky character in Street Fighter 6 because he has things like that sway, the overheads, the faint jumps where you go for the light up kicks.
It's a lot to take in, right? It's a character that also, like, his buttons are drive impactable, so if you're not careful about your button placement, you might get caught lacking. So that's one thing that I'd like to see Blank test out. Run some of the drive impacts just to see what buttons are being whiffed out here. They woke up with air legs, but Fizz is so far out.
Okay, and now Blank has the life lead. There's the jump in, though. Of course, DJ's Hop Knee, one of the most active, ridiculous jump ins in the game. I love it so much. Changes your jump arc, and then if it hits, you're getting some big damage.
That would have been sick if they had like a follow, maybe like the target combo, but still Blank stays solid, finds the low. But I wonder what would happen if they had the target combo, had got that knockdown and stayed close enough to get like forward medium kick, for that meaty situation to keep the plus frames going and flowing. There's that forward medium kick off the drive rush for some positivity.
That's something you don't see enough with DJ players. That stand medium kick right there, very nicely used right there by Fizz. something you don't see a lot either is the fact that off a stand medium kick, big counter hits, you can actually confirm right into level 1 super.
It's real good. Ooh, no anti from Blank. We've seen this a lot from Chun-Li players. Honestly, you got to have those. It's hard. Tencho kick, kind of weird to angle, but you do have heavy kick and stand medium kick. Got to do something. Fizz has been jumping in for free.
Okay, what are we doing? Big hop kick. And he spins to level 3 because he wants to put his opponent in burnout. And I do think this is going to be enough to burn out Chun-Li.
The massage parlor.
Yep.
Yeah, you in the corner. It might be over, looking for that drive impact. And now you see, playing against that idea. Did not just go in to get the win. Just playing against the idea because they know they can come through with a reversal as a rebuttal. Wake up, there it is, we don't parry. We just gonna punish. Either way.
Just like that. Fizz Gig takes game number 1. I love that final boss camera angle right there. That guy deserves it right now.
I hear the orchestrated music in the background. Thought you were Final Fantasy.
The Sephiroth. That is the perfect
kick. Let me stop.
Look at the drive rush. It didn't even sway that time. That was punishable.
Okay. Knows the gaps, but that's the biggest punish. But I like that idea. You have some defense, now you just have to put it together with the offense.
Okay, that's a tactic to use. Sometimes you want to go for drive rush into drive impact because it will beat somebody doing wake up DP.
Absolutely. But I gotta be careful. I feel like 2 OD fireballs, maybe a punish counter throw might eliminate Blank's drive gauge, but they're fighting back with them jabs. And she's got such a good stand jab. Look at what that leads into on a counter hit, and that's it. Blank, save your set point. While you're class.
Chun-Li, one of the most technical characters in the world of Street Fighter 6 because she has to do so many stance changes.
Right, the
while
Sereni
she
stance.
plays.
Yeah. It's difficult, man. You gotta have that execution. We see like Sasako and stuff like that. Oh, Blake said, don't forget about me. Put me on that list.
Oh,
don't play on my name.
Don't reach. Woo. Don't reach. Blank is trying to make it into that top 16 winner side, but that drop impact is gonna make it a bit harder. We're gonna see the side switch. Oh, no, drop.
Drop for the throw. Again, cannot find a way to anti-her. Blank gotta do something. Even if it's like OD Tencho kick, maybe they would have burnt themselves out, but do not want to allow Fizz to get these jump in situations. We saw what DJ can do with that jump light kick. A dive light kick, really. It's like a dive kick.
So far, we haven't seen Blank anti-air that hop kick quite yet. That's because Fizz is putting it in good spots. And it's just, the trajectory on it is so good too. There it is again.
Yeah.
But he caught him press the stand medium punch already. He's just timing him up pretty well.
Uh-oh! Oh, you'll see the follow-up level 3? Actually, CA. See you in the next round.
Yeah, that's CA. That's it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Extra damage. Listen, of course it's going to kill. Production, don't even send it over to Sage Jam.
Good night. Look how cool. Oh, yeah, this camera angle. We need this camera angle every event.
Yeah. This is fire.
I absolutely love that.
Lay up with that face, yeah. See the focus here from Blank to stay in the game, to at least stay in winner side of things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this hurt. That was such great knowledge because normally you would like to go for the back heavy kick and the sway kick right there.
Yeah.
But the angle that he was at, the sway kick sometimes goes behind your opponent and drops the combo. So I think that's why he didn't finish it right there. I don't think it was a drop.
This character, like, just in general, is kind of finicky with like the conversions and stuff like that. One thing that people just don't know, like, you have to put a lot of time into understanding where his combo routes are at and like where he's spacing himself out, because things change with where you place like stand fierce and a crouching medium punch.
Buff DJ is what you're saying.
You know, if I start playing him again, then yeah. I might have to go back to the land of rhythm.
Just like that burnout, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to be biased, but I would prefer this to go to a last game. But it looks like it is not. He has level 2 as well.
Doesn't need it. Whoa.
And just like that, Fizz Gig takes it. I want to say that was 2-0.
It was a close 2-0 though. It went down to the wire every single time.
Yeah. Extremely well played on both sides right there. But Fizz Gig is looking like a bad man right now. He deserves to have a throw that big.
Yeah, he really does. I can see the power coming from the throw. There you go. Fizz moving on in the bracket.
Oh, and it looks like we are actually going to have an interview on stage with them right now. Let's send it over to TK.
All right, man. We got our winner here, the DJ extraordinaire self with the better afro than Cola. I'm sorry, Cola. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Look at it, bro. It's pristine. All right, man. So what made you rest up on DJ? Like, did you play him in older games, or you just really liked him in this one?
It's actually my first Street Fighter. Yeah, I came from Strive and BBCF. and a little bit of Tekken, but mainly Strive.
And so, like, you're messing around with the characters. Is this the one that stuck with you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, that's good. That's good. So, as far as tomorrow, you're not qualified for tomorrow. What you gonna be thinking about as you get into your next, section of the bracket?
I know a lot of the players around here from, Seattle and stuff, so I know the competition's going to be really hot. I know there's a lot of really good players out here, and I'm looking forward to it.
So you're local. You go to a lot of tournaments around here. All right, cool. All right, man. Well, that's our winner, man. Go ahead and give it up one more time. He is also qualified for top 16. We'll be seeing him tomorrow as well. And that is actually going to be the end of the PAX Arena 10K. But not for this stage. We do have more stuff going on. We're going to actually be doing the season finale of Battle of the Brands. That's some Fortnite action coming for you real soon. So if y'all come back around 1:30, and we're going to have even more action for you. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back.
Maybe this will help with the sting.
Your game's looking a bit sloppy. Here, let me help you clean that up.
Stay in your game with DoorDash.